Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first episode of Skincare Sundays. Ooh! And welcome, Miss Body Illusion. I am
Hello,
so
everyone. Hello.
excited. I am just so excited. I have been doing a few videos on Sundays for Self Care Sunday. And when you and I were talking, and you said, well, I am an esthetician. And I was like, no.
Well, I'm
So
proud of you for saying the word.
Miss Body Illusion knows all about stuff that we need to know for our self care. And I am on a journey of trying to get rid of this wrinkly, crepe papery skin from my weight loss and also trying to grow in my thinning hair. So today we're going to talk about our skin and Miss Body Illusion. The floor is yours.
Well, first of all, we're going to do this. I do have a license, an esthetician, and that doesn't mean I know everything. Doesn't mean I know everything. Just like everything else in the world, when it comes to a person, everybody's skin is different. Everybody's thoughts are different. Everybody is different. Um, Skincare changes as fast as computer systems change. It changes all the time. They're always, because it's big business. So they're
Yes.
always changing compounds and things like that. So um, I can give you the basics and the ideas. And then if you feel that you can, take them and use them in your own daily life or however you want to use them, you know, like a recipe, and then you can kind of change it to make it fit yourself, if that
Right.
makes sense.
And I know what you're talking about, the different types of skin. Some people are dry, some people are oily, and of course you don't want to use the wrong type of things on your skin if you have those different conditions. So
Right.
that is a very good point to make, that we do have to look at things based on our own skin type and texture. Now,
And what we want to
I'm
get out of it. Like you're talking about this. Well, some people may want to get rid of the crow's feet. Some people may, it just what you
right,
see,
right.
what you decide.
And
Right.
I've started using the castor oil. Hello, Aria, yeah, Aria.
Yes.
I've started using the castor oil on my skin and in my hair, my scalp.
Okay.
Um, and I don't really see a whole lot of differences yet. Hello, Ashley, welcome. But
Hi,
the fact
sweetie.
that I really hadn't been doing any kind of skincare, not even, I really just kind of wipe my face with water. I don't really even use a lot of soaps or creams or, anything like that on my skin. I do have a
Or the
Dove.
natural way. Yes. Okay.
I
I
do
get
have
that.
some Dove soap. I have one of Mary from Blessed to Connection, the little soap caddy thing. I do have a bar of Dove soap in that I keep hanging in the shower, and I'll
Uh-huh.
kind of wash my face and my neck, with that when I
Right.
shower. And but I did buy a skincare set, and I bought one that they're really small little bottles of it because I didn't know, for one, would I even use it, and I didn't know if it wasn't going to be any good. So I didn't want to invest a lot of money,
Right.
until I decided if I was going to do like a routine, where I would do it every day or whatever. And so I probably spent about $25 on this whole little set.
Okay.
And it's got a facial cleanser, a
Okay.
facial toner, um, a serum.
Okay.
Then it's got a face cream, an
Okay.
eye cream, and it has a makeup remover, which I don't wear makeup, so I don't really need a makeup remover. However, according to the directions, you could basically use it just like a regular facial cleanser, too.
Well, if you don't use makeup and you have a makeup remover, just because you have it, you can use it before you use your cleanser, so it can get
Okay.
off the free radicals is what they're called. Get off the free
Okay.
radicals, and then use the cleanser and then the toner. But they didn't give you a mask. There
No,
was
it
no
doesn't
mask.
have a mask in it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Aria said, I used to do skincare all the time. I've gotten out of the habit, but I should start again. Well, seeing I'm trying to get into the habit of doing it. And sometimes I'll do the cleanser, I'll do the toner, and then that's it. Like I'll be like, okay, I'm done for now. I'll come back and do some more later. And then I never get back in there. Or some days I do the whole, thing of it.
Right.
But it's not become a daily, like I have to do this every day kind of thing. But I do feel like my skin is definitely more moisturized than it was before. So I like it. I just have to get into the habit, of doing it. The thing with the castor oil is you've got to leave it, you're supposed to leave it on about 30 minutes, and it's kind of sticky. And so
Yeah,
once you get it in
it's
your hair
gummy.
and you get it on your face and everything, and I'm putting it on my neck, and they say it's good for your nails too. So I like, massage it into my nails. And then it's like, okay, I can't really do nothing for 30 minutes because I've got it in my hands, I've got it in my face, I've got it in my hair. And so I find that, like, what do you do for that 30 minutes? And then I'm kind of like, okay, I have to kind of plan that then I'm going to take a shower after I get through because you got to get that washed out of your hair, especially.
And it's
And
hard to get off.
I just read something. I've been doing shampooing twice and then conditioning afterwards, and
Uh-huh.
it's been coming out. I haven't felt like it's, left me oily or anything. But I
Right.
just read something the other day that said do a conditioner first before you shampoo because it will start to break that castor oil down and then it should come out easier. So next time I do it, I'm going to try that and see if that makes, any difference.
Right. There is a shampoo that you can use that'll break it down, but again, it's not great on your hair, you know, because it
Yeah.
does break down all the molecules. So you don't want to, even though it's fixing here, it's breaking this part, so
Yes. Yes. And I just saw today a homemade recipe for helping to grow hair in if you have like bald spots or thin areas. I don't actually have like a bald spot, but I have, very thin. And it had avocado seed.
I don't understand seed, but go ahead.
Well, you grate it and make this. You're going to cook this. Let me pull up and I'll tell you all the ingredients. It was really interesting. I was like, oh, I would have never thought to do that.
The only reason
Um,
I think question avocado seed is
mhm.
because like well the almond the I'm losing the word apricot scrub that's been around forever,
Uh-huh.
and it uses apricot seeds, and what it does is it makes little scrapes and scratches. That's how it, so it makes little scars on you. So
Oh,
I don't know if avocado seed after it cooks down gets softened.
yeah. Well, and I probably won't be able to find it now. I should have saved
Of
it. I
course.
should have took a screenshot of it. Here we go. It has turmeric, cloves,
Okay.
avocado seed, and red onion. Okay, and
Definitely a
uh,
little stimulant.
it says 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 avocado seed grated or blended, 1 tablespoon whole cloves, 1 small red onion chopped, a cup of water, and you're going to put that in a pot and cook it for like 15, boil it for 15 minutes, let it cool down. Oh, and you don't put the turmeric in there when it's boiling. You put it in there after it boils.
Uh-huh.
Anyhow, then you're going to strain. that stuff out. So you'll
Oh, okay,
just
there
make
you
the
go.
liquid. Then
Okay,
you're going to add 2 tablespoons of your carrier oil, which could be coconut, olive, or castor oil.
right.
And then you put it in a spray bottle. And then you're going to spray it on wherever
Okay,
you need it and leave it sit for 30 minutes and then wash it out. It,
okay, that makes sense because now they're straining out, they're getting the nutrients
yeah,
out of the core, but they're not using it. So that, yeah,
yeah.
I like that. Okay, that
So
makes sense.
that was kind of interesting, but I'm kind of leaning more towards um, what I'm eating to help
Hmm.
with my hair growth than necessarily what I'm putting on it externally.
So
I
what have
guess
you found there?
pardon me,
What have you found there? Nutrients
what I'm
wise.
eating. Well,
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely taking the biotin vitamin, which is
Okay.
one of the B vitamins, and I'm doing the collagen. If I do hot coffee, I put the collagen supplement powder in the coffee. Or if I do like a soup or a broth, I'm adding it to that as well.
Okay.
And then what I need to do is I need to make me a list. I was talking about this the other day. There are a handful of foods that are good for collagen, either for actually adding collagen or making your own body produce more collagen.
Right.
And so I need to get that list. And then because I don't eat that much, I need to concentrating on eating those things. And
Right.
that's my only kind of half concern is that I won't be able to eat enough to get enough of the nutrients to really do what I want it to do. So I guess that's why I'm taking the collagen and the biotin just to kind of make sure I'm getting, plenty of nutrients.
Yeah, I understand that, but logic is anything's better than nothing, right?
Yes. And that's
So
why I
yeah,
figure if I
so
do
even if
both, yeah.
yes, and like you were saying, you're putting castor oil on your hair and stuff like that. It'll take a couple of months before you'll see
Yeah.
results. So
Yeah.
have patience with it. Have a all of that stuff. Have patience, and then next thing you know, you'll look in the mirror and you go, "Oh my gosh, where did all that?" You'll have all these little
Yeah.
baby hairs sticking up all over the place.
Right. Hello, Cindy. Cindy's Lifestyles and More. Welcome
Good
in.
morning,
Welcome in.
afternoon.
Um, and I kind of it's kind of like, it says not to just put it on the hair that, you want to put some on your hair, but you mainly want to get it down on your scalp. And then you want to
Exactly.
massage your scalp so you're getting the blood flow up there too. So I'm
Okay.
doing all that.
Okay. Uh, a little piece of negativity again. I'm sorry, but it's you get the good and the bad.
Yeah,
Um, Hair, once it grows out of your head, is
it's
dead.
dead. Yeah,
There's no blood flowing to it. There's no nerves on it. There's no, like people say, "Oh, I did this treatment and my hair is so much healthier." No, it feels healthier, but it's not any healthier. So for you to say that I do it mostly on my scalp is perfect because that's, you want to catch it before it grows out, right?
yeah, right. And I kind of think that that's why I lost because I don't know, and you probably can explain it to us better about how hair goes into like a dormant stage where it's not currently growing and then it'll start growing again. And I was looking at some pictures, and my hair was thin before I ever had my weight loss surgery. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a low functioning thyroid. And I
Okay.
do believe most of my hair loss has actually been from that. But I think having the surgery, didn't help matters and made it a little bit thinner.
Didn't they
So,
ask you about that? Did you may be losing your hair when you had your surgery? They didn't mention that to you?
oh no, they mentioned that you might.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and kind of a twofold reason behind it. Just having a surgery, your body is
Right.
under stress, and then being that I was changing how I was going to eat drastically, that may affect it as well.
Yeah.
But I think I was in a panic when it was falling out so badly, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to go completely bald and it's not going to grow back. And so now that it's been a year, I feel like I'm still thin, but probably close to what I was before the surgery.
Oh, that's
So
good.
I may never get that hair back, but it can't hurt to try,
Right.
because I went for years knowing I had the thyroid problem and never doing anything with, about my hair loss. So
Mhm.
it's kind of a
Your thyroid will also affect your skin. So
yes. All
just
right, let me bring up our little diagram and you can tell us what it's about. Let's see if I can share this screen. Come on. There we go. It's going to take it a minute because it's
that's okay.
trying to get to my. There we go.
Okay.
Now we'll see. When I have to look on my phone because once I pull up something on the computer, all I can see is what's on the computer. Okay, so now I think it's going to show right.
Okay. So basically, that's your skin. That's your skin in layers. So you have your epidermis and you have your dermis. So those are the two main things you're going to see. Your epidermis is the part that wrinkles. And
Okay.
then the dermis is the still living and producing uh, blood and nerves and things like that. Your epidermis will have some nerves and things like that, but it's not going to be as prevalent. Um, the the epidermis is the stuff that sloughs off. Okay,
Okay.
so like if as we age, they say, "Oh, I bruise so much easier because I'm getting older
Right.
at age." What it is it's not your bruising. He's who you are. But what it is just like everything else in our body slows down. So the epidermis, the top layer, the dead skin, doesn't slough off like it used to. Okay, so it's getting thinner. So as is it getting thinner,
Okay.
then your dermis, the middle one, is starting to come closer to the surface. So you're bruising easier. That's what it is. So you have to
Okay. Okay.
exfoliate and wake up the epidermis the outside and start getting that old stuff off, forcing it, not forcing, not making it, but just kind of working at it to get that old stuff off so the new stuff can regenerate and produce. And with that, that gets rid of the wrinkles as well. Because now you're getting rid of that old stuff that's just stuck on there. If that makes
Okay. So what is a good way to exfoliate that skin like on our face?
Oh, on your face, you there's a lot of um, easy ways to do it, inexpensive ways to do it. There's companies that will sell you, gold. There's stuff with gold in
Yeah.
it. But the easiest way is basically if you have like a grinder or a, a, a coffee, one of those little coffee grinders or a pureer of some kind, and put in some.
Uh-huh.
Don't cook it. Put in some oatmeal. Put in some oatmeal and put
Okay.
it in like a carrier oil. Like um, you can put in castor oil. You can put in uh, uh, coconut oil. You can put
Coconut.
in virgin olive oil and put it in there, and you can scrub your skin with that, and that will help exfoliate. And the reason I say,
Okay,
huh?
so you're taking the whole like oatmeal and you're grinding it up more to like a powder,
Correct.
and then you're mixing the oil in with
Right.
it.
And the
Okay.
reason I say that is because, like I said, with the like the nuts, they say the almond, the avocado scrub and stuff like that.
Apricot.
There's making
Yeah.
scratches. They're making scrapes. We don't need extra scars on our faces because as we get older, those scars
No.
turn into wrinkles. So we want something soft. Rice is another one you can put in there. which is
You
everybody
blend it
has
up
some
too,
kind
or
of
grind
rice.
it
Put
up?
it in there and blend it up real hard. And because rice and oatmeal will break down before it makes scrapes and scratches on your face. And that will help exfoliate
Okay.
and cheat.
All right. Now, what about, I've heard about a sugar scrub.
Okay, you can use a sugar scrub. You can use a sugar scrub. You can also use, I've never made a sugar scrub just because the word sugar, it's still penetrating your skin and
Oh,
it doesn't sound like something. I put enough in my mouth. I don't really need to put it in my largest organ as well. It's
yeah, I was going to say, and that's something to consider too, that anything we put on top of our skin is going to possibly get into our
yes.
system. So if you have allergies to certain foods, don't put them on your skin either, because that could, give you that allergic reaction too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And biotin is always good. I eat a lot of biotin. It helps with my nails. That's where I found it the most.
Yes. And I had noticed that with my nails. My nails used to be kind of like I would have ridges in them, and they would break really easily. And
Uh-huh.
and I also have on my big toes, they're kind of that getting like a little dry and scaly. And I read that I can use the castor oil on those as well. And even on
Yeah.
like if you have dry, cracked heels, putting that castor oil on those, kind of helps that too. So that castor oil is pretty beneficial, I think. And
Well,
it was
if I
only
have dry
about,
skin, I use bag balm. Does anybody know what bag balm is?
yeah.
Only old Southerners know what bag balm is. I use it for everything. I use it for everything. But but yeah, you have to be aware of what you're putting on your skin because it is going to penetrate. And if you keep doing it, it is going to penetrate even more because now you're sloughing off the dead skin, the old skin, and you're getting to the new skin. So, like when they do peels and stuff like that, you've heard them doing peels
Right.
and things like that. And some of them, like they'll turn bright red,
Yeah.
and they can't be in the sun. What they're doing is they're taking off that old dead layer and they're getting into the new stuff. So basically, it's raw skin. It's like they burned the whole top layer off.
Oh, I
So
see.
yeah, so
Hello, Miss Stephanie. Welcome. And so that's why, like, when people go and have that, what is it? Something like derma, something or another, and they actually can get like
dermagen.
scabs on their face. Yes,
Exactly,
that's like
exactly. And they have to
lasering it
hide
off,
from the
isn't
sun
it?
for 2 weeks. They have to put
Yeah,
ointment on. Yeah, I've been with people that've had that done.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's not for me. It definitely changes the
yeah.
texture of your skin. It smooths it, but definitely
Right.
changes the texture of your skin. Um, Another way of exfoliating, which a lot of people, it's all in your tape, is getting waxed. You know,
Okay.
uh,
You want me to put that slide up?
sure if you want to. There's different kind of
Okay. Hold
waxing
on.
you can get. I've you can do waxing on your face. You can do more than waxing on just your eyebrows and as you get into the point of your mustache and stuff like that. I've had my whole face waxed. Oh, it feels so good. And it's so cleansing. It feels so cleansing. And they have two kinds of wax for the most part. One is a hard wax and one is a soft wax. And the hard wax, they put it on, they let it cool, and then they rip it off. And the cold wax and the soft wax, they put it on, and then they use a little cloth and they tear it off with the cloth. Either way, it's like pulling off a band-aid. So beware. And for the women in the group, beware of, if you decide to do that, beware of the time of the month you decide to do this. It's a big, people don't talk about it, but it is a big thing because
Okay.
it's more
So you
painful
want to
during
do it.
certain times of the cycle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But waxing is a
So
good way to exfoliate, and it's quick and to the point, and it's done.
so in other words, when I think of waxing like that, I think of it like on my legs, taking the hair off my legs, but you can do it on your face and it'll actually exfoliate the skin as well as take any little hair, that you would
Oh
have
yeah,
off
you
too,
know all
right?
the peach fuzz. Come on, folks, be honest
Yeah.
with me. Y'all have peach fuzz. Yeah, it
Yeah.
removes all that peach fuzz and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, and why is it that if you say you have the mustache and people shave it off and then it might have been pretty light before you shaved it, but then once you shave it off it comes in a lot thicker and darker. Why is that?
See, that's one of those wives' tales. I'm gonna name it that. Um,
Okay.
because what it is those hairs you shaved off are gonna grow back. They're gonna grow back.
Okay.
Along with the ones that, because like people, everything grows at different speeds. So the ones that didn't grow are going to grow along with it. So now you're going to end up with more and more and more, and it's just
Oh.
your body. It's just your body. It's not you're stimulating it by shaving it, and so now it's going to grow more. It does. You have the same amount of hair follicles you had when you were born, and it's not gonna change anything. You know.
Okay, it's just because now you're looking at it more.
Right.
Like you're
And
saying, okay, it's gone and now it's back and it looks like it's
right.
more,
And so you
but it's
shaved off
not
those 10,
necessarily
but the
from
20 that's
shaving
under
it.
the skin that hadn't popped out yet, now they've popped out along with the 10 you just shaved, and so it looks like more. So it
Yeah.
doesn't it
Okay.
doesn't stimulate, it doesn't uh you don't grow more hair. And I know everybody thinks
When
that, but that's
I'll get like, and I've noticed them on my eyebrows too. It'll be like a more wiry type hair, and like it'll be on my chin, and it might even be a white hair or a silver hair, and it might be growing out my chin or out of the top of my eyebrow or something, and it just doesn't look like the other hair. It's like, okay, where is this wild hair coming from? You know,
well, I've
but
come
I
across
haven't,
those.
yeah.
I've come across those, and like this wild hair, and it's like 2, 3 inches long, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I
it's like,
thought I had friends. Why didn't somebody tell me they can see this?
now
Why did they let me walking out with this crazy thing?
now my daughter, she will tell me, and I'll be like, "Well, pull it out." It's like,
Right.
if you can see it, get it, because I obviously haven't seen it, or I would have pulled it out myself.
Well, and that also comes with age. That also comes with age, the hard
Okay,
wiry.
okay, okay.
Because if you've noticed, men's eyebrows, if they don't keep them trimmed up, they kind of get that bushy look, kind of, and that's them with the wiry. So
And now, what about like hair in men's ears?
that comes with age as well.
That's and
It's just like
why do
what?
men grow hair out of their ears more so than we do? Is it
Testosterone.
kind of just in genetics? They're
Testosterone. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. We have hairs in our ears. It's just
Yeah,
ours
but
isn't so crazy.
it's really weird because my ex-husband, he used to always have a mustache,
uh-huh.
and his mustache hair would be very coarse hair,
Right.
like stiffer hair. And the hair that would grow out of his ears would be like that same kind of hair, stiff, prickly, like,
Uh-huh.
And I'd be like, why is that? I mean, if it was softer hair, I wouldn't mind it, but
Right.
like when it scratches up against you or something, it's like, oh, you need to get rid of that. So,
Yeah.
I always
Well,
wondered that.
I was dating a man, and for a long time, I would say, okay, it's time to do your ears. And I would trim his ears and shape his eyebrows because he would get those crazy 1, 2, 3 hairs, just kind of
Mhm.
and trim them all up. And all of a sudden, they lost 10 years in their looks just from,
Yeah.
I know manscaping is becoming more popular, and thank you for that, gentlemen. I know there's men that are watching this
Well,
that,
men need to take care of
but
their
they just
skin
don't,
too,
they don't
right?
want to stick out. Get right. Huh?
I said men need to take care of their skin too, right?
Well, and manscaping is a lot. Hi, Norma. And manscaping is a
Hi,
lot more than
Norma.
that as well. Manscaping is they're getting waxed. They're
Yeah,
getting
but I'm just
um
saying, just in general, because like again, my ex-husband, he would use like a all-in-one like shampoo, conditioner, body wash. He'd wash everything with the same stuff, you know.
okay.
It's like,
That's nice and
okay,
simple.
you might need something on your face, but
Well, and then men are, and I don't want to sound strange or anything, but men are in business. So men have to fight for, you know, corporate spots. So they have to look a certain way as
yeah,
well. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So they have to keep the young look now more than ever
right.
before. So they have to keep maintenance as well.
Yeah. It's important for everybody to take care of yourself, you know. But I really
Well,
think
and again, like we said,
I
huh,
was going to say, as we get
go ahead.
older, I think it becomes more apparent that yes, we needed. Because I think when you're in your 20s and 30s, you don't think everything's going to change as you age, you know.
No,
Because even when you look at your mom or your grandma, it's like all of a sudden overnight they got old. You know, you didn't see the gradual
right,
progression, year after year. And so you're like, well, that's not going to happen to me. I'm going to be fine until even like my daughter, she's going to be 28. And I'm like, your skin's not going to be like that forever. It's going to eventually
right,
start to age. But I think
yeah,
young people think, I'm good now. I don't have to worry about it.
yeah, yeah. Like I did a total regimen, just every single, morning and evening, blah 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 blah. And if you get into a routine, it takes a half an hour. Oh, it takes forever. And then once you start doing it, it becomes 10 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. It could be just like any other
Yeah.
thing you do. You get faster
Hmm.
at it. But I did it for 20 years, and I look at my face and I'm like, oh my goodness, what if I didn't do it for 20 years? What,
Exactly.
what a prune I would be.
Well, and what is your feeling about sunscreen on your face? Mhm.
Sunscreen? Sunscreen is the best way to keep youth. Is the best way to put that. Sunscreen on your face is the best way to keep youth. They say, but they say a lot of things. Statistic prove, and a statistic can prove anything
Right.
you want. If you put sunscreen on every single morning before you leave the house, okay, and make sure you keep sunscreen on, uh, within 6 months, you were supposed to be looking 5 years younger
Wow.
just because of the
Of the
sun.
sun.
Just because of the sun. Yeah. And that's been pounded in heads for years and years. So sunscreen is very
Yeah.
important. But anybody that's been with me in a pool or anything like that knows I smear on that baby oil.
Yes. Well, and it's funny because I've been out in the sun a little bit this summer at the pool and things
Uh-huh.
like that, but I haven't gotten any kind of sunburn or anything. And you kind of look at your skin and you think, well, I'm not really getting a tan or anything. But then when you look at yourself naked and you see where your clothes have kept you covered, you are getting tan. And it's like,
Yeah. Well, and it's a fine line between sunscreen and vitamin D because you do need vitamin
yes,
D.
yeah,
So it's a fine line that just like anything
yeah,
else, it's a fine line that you have to keep
yeah.
up with.
So, hi,
Hi,
Marie.
Marie.
Welcome. Yeah,
Come to clean your face.
I Oh, Aria says I burn even with sunscreen. Yeah.
Yeah, some people do. Some people do. Other restrained. My son, he has to use 50 SPF. He has to use 50 SPF, and still he gets sunburned. He's very delicate when it comes to the
Well, my
sun.
daughter, my
Me,
daughter too.
I can smear on baby oil, even being a total redhead, freckles and the whole 9 yards. I don't know if you can see them, freckles and the whole 9 yards. I can smear on baby oil and sit out in the sun for 5 hours and not be burned. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm not scared of it. I've done it
Yeah.
for years. So,
Well, my daughter,
but I'm sure it has to do with this
she
age.
puts on, she's got a certain sunscreen for the pool, for her face and one for her body. And she'll get out of the water and put it on again and stuff. And every time we've gone swimming, she has gotten a burn somewhere, whether it be on her face, on her shoulders, something. And she's like, "You don't burn." And I'm like, "No, I wear my hat and try to keep the sun, from directly being on my face.
Yeah.
And then I don't wear just my bathing suit. I always put something over top of it so that my
Right.
shoulders,
A
because
cover.
I got a burn really, really bad one time on vacation on my back and my shoulders, and I couldn't even lay down in the bed. I had to like sit in the
Yeah.
hotel chair, kind of leaning forward, like trying to sleep. And ever since
Yeah.
then,
My shoulders always got the worst just because even though you put it on, now you're in the pool and the pool water is right here. So now you got that sun. And then when you get out of the pool, then the sun's on that. So that,
yeah,
yeah, it always gets. Anyway,
I always try to.
I fried after 30 minutes. Yeah, I believe it.
And then my granddaughter, my daughter put sunscreen on her too, um, because
Good.
you still want to protect your skin. It's not a myth, or it's not true that the darker your normal complexion, the less you have to worry about sun damage. That's not true at all. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, you can get the damage from the sun. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much
melatonin, yeah,
melanin is in your
right,
skin. You can still get a
yeah,
sunburn. It will look
yeah,
different, but you can still get a
right,
sunburn. And sunburn is damage.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now, my friend in Australia, Ariella, she had
Oh, I like the
some
name.
skin cancers on her face. Well, they weren't, I don't guess they were cancers, but
Okay.
they were places she had them taken off. But they were, from the sun, from her being out in the sun and not taking really good care of
Yeah.
her skin over the years. So it is something to think about.
Well, especially like on your nose, on the tops of your ears, that's where you will get it the most. Just because even if you wear a hat, they still kind of stick
Oh,
out.
that's it. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that. I think my hat probably goes over my tops of my ears because my hat's too big now that my head is like shrunk a little bit. So I'm not sure.
Isn't it funny how your head shrinks too? You don't even think about that.
I'm telling you, everything shrinks. Everything shrinks. I'm like, it's amazing. You go to put something on and you're like, how is this not fitting me now? It's like, especially with me
Right.
after living, I would say my entire teenage adult life as a heavy set woman.
In that
Yeah.
body.
And so,
Yes.
I never had something that I tried on that was loose or too big.
Uh-huh.
It was always, oh, I need to go up a size, I need a bigger size. And so now when
Or how about this? How about this? When you put it on, you do this.
yeah. Or
Pull the
I put
shirt
my
up.
arms in it and stretch it out with my
There
arms
you go.
before I even put it over my body. Yeah. So now it's like I'll put something on and I'm like, oh, I never noticed it didn't fit in my shoulder right. Or it's like if it has
Yeah.
a certain necklines, it'll be like over here off on the shoulder, or it'll be showing my bra strap. And I'm like, I never had to worry about things like that because it just It didn't fit that way. So it surprises me now. Every time I try something on, it's like, huh, well, I didn't think that's how that would be. Yeah. But it is definitely different. And I have noticed not only loose skin, but just the quality of my skin is making me feel like, oh God, I need to be doing something, because you don't want to get that crepe paper skin or the where you feel like your skin
Right.
is so thin that it tears easily and stuff. I don't want that for sure.
Well, the easiest and cheapest way for you to get your skin working again and functioning and getting rid of sloughing off that old and getting that new is basically stimulation. Just like you said, just rub your scalp. Just rub your scalp. It doesn't have to be anything. Just rub your arms.
So in
Just rub.
in my
And
book
the
here,
blood circulation
it
helps,
talks about
you know.
dry skin brushing,
Okay.
and it says it's to boost circulation and stimulate the lymphatic system. Dry
Okay.
skin brushing exfoliates the skin, getting rid of dead skin cells and allowing the skin to detox more effectively.
Okay. I get all that, but what is dry skin brushing?
Well, it says
Do we use a
a
brush on
way
our
to
skin?
boost. Let's see. Let me read. Oh, don't wet the
Hold
skin.
on for a moment, honey. Beans is having
Okay.
issues here.
It says don't wet the
Yeah,
skin.
you read while I
Okay.
see if I
All
can
right.
get.
It says don't wet the skin beforehand as this stretches the skin. Start with the soles of the feet and work up your legs to your abdomen, buttocks, back, and lastly hands to arms. Brush the skin from each part of your body towards your heart. When brushing the abdomen, make circular anti-clockwise strokes. Be gentle around the breast area and avoid the nipples. Brush each body part several times before showering or bathing in warm water. Rinse at the end with a cool rinse to invigorate circulation. Huh. Well,
Okay,
I'm trying to see
now
if it tells you
for us that missed that, go right ahead.
trying to see if it tells you
What is
what
it?
kind of brush.
Because they do make skin brushes.
Yeah.
They do make skin brushes. You know.
Well, this definitely sounds like you're just, using the brush to kind of stimulate the skin, so that not only will you
Okay.
get some of that dead skin off, but also bring the blood up to bring your circulation up. Now, I've heard of lymphatic
Okay.
massage to get rid of the lymph fluid. Um,
Okay. That needs to be done by somebody that really knows
yeah,
what they're doing
yeah,
because you can get really sick. You can get really sick
yeah,
if they don't know what
yeah,
they're doing.
yeah.
But it's a good way to cleanse your body. It really is. It really is.
Yeah, and do most massage places offer that, or is that like something you'd have to go to a specialized?
They can offer it. They can offer it, but it is a specialized
Okay.
thing. Me personally, I have a license to offer that, but I won't. I won't just because I don't want to hurt
Right,
anybody. I don't want to hurt
right.
anybody. I would rather go to uh, a doctor's office and have them do it. It feels really good when it's done.
Yeah. Okay, I want to talk about some of these skin-friendly foods.
Okay.
Um, Eat liberal amounts of fresh fruit and vegetables, which contain a wide variety of antioxidants, particularly important for the prevention of premature skin aging. Seeds, nuts, and whole grains, accompanied by protective foods like vegetable oils, yogurt, honey, and yeast, are all skin friendly foods. Chicken, fish, eggs, turkey, and soy are all good sources of protein and B vitamins.
Protein.
Says our modern diets are often lacking in essential B vitamins, which are pivotal to healthy hair, nails, and skin. And we
Okay.
definitely need the omega 3, which I'm taking that now too. So
Omega 3 is basically in fish
yes,
oil.
that's what I'm taking.
Yeah.
Fish oil.
Yeah. Now I take fish oil. Just this is just an FYI, has nothing to do with the tea in China, but I take fish oil because I was taking Indrol for years and years, and it is for tremors. I have Parkinson's. I have tremors, so they were giving me Indrol for it, and Indrol is made for heart murmurs, but it works for this, right? So
Hmm.
it's not, it's, meds. It's made for heart murmurs, but it works for tremors. And I'm
Right?
like, I don't want to take extra stuff, right? I don't want to take something that's for this, but to fix this, And I came across that fish oil uh, helps with tremors. And I went, okay, fish oil helps with my hair, helps with my nails, helps with my tremors. Let's get rid of this Indrol. Let's do fish oil instead. And that's what really got me into exploring alternative ways of treating things,
Yeah.
without, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and that's like I was saying
Yeah.
last night.
Because I can't hold the pencil.
Yeah. I definitely want to take less prescription medication if at all possible. And I don't want to be taking things that aren't really going to do me any good. I mean, it's kind of like when you have bariatric surgery, they tell you you'll be on vitamins and supplements the rest of your life. Well, that's all fine and good. But, you have blood work done periodically to make sure that your levels are good. And if your levels are good, that means you're getting enough through what you're taking or what you're eating, and you don't need to supplement things.
Right.
Although most of them are water soluble that are going to, be released out of your system anyway if your body doesn't need it. So it's not going to really hurt you to take it. But on the other hand, they're expensive, and it's just the thing of having to take them. It's like I don't want to have to do that if I don't have to.
Right. And to
So
flush it right down.
yeah, it's like I'm spending all this money to flush it down the toilet. So
Yeah.
why am I doing
Vitamin
it?
C is like that. Vitamin C your body will only use so much, and then the
Right.
rest will just, flush away. It's
And
one of those.
I just had to buy another women's multivitamin. And I know my friend Gail from Gail Southern Living did a video about getting vitamins from China. And of course, now that she made me aware of this, I look on this and it's made by China. So I probably shouldn't have bought these, but I did, and I've already opened them. So there's no going back. I will have to take these. And then the next time I need them, I will try to do a little bit more research and find some not made in China. However, hello, Lakeside Laura, welcome. So
Well,
I was,
China, I don't know. I would love to hear what she has to say about that. But I know in the States, the FDA doesn't regulate vitamins. They don't. So
right.
it could be a drop of what you need in there with a lot of glycerin, to make this pill look
Right.
huge. They don't really, it's not really regulated to.
And I don't know if she was necessarily saying, just in general, try not to buy products from China, or if she was talking specifically because of the quality of their vitamins. I don't know.
Right.
But you're right. If it's not FDA approved or regulated, you're really, when you're buying any kind of supplement, you're really kind of playing Russian roulette. It might be great and it might not be great, Um,
Yes.
but it's funny because this was a women's multivitamin, 50 plus, with fruits and vegetables. Okay. And
Okay.
I don't eat that many fruits and vegetables. So I figured, well, that'll be good. But when I was reading on here, it also has something for hormone support. Now, I've not only had a complete hysterectomy, but I'm completely through the change. So I don't think I have hormones to support, but I don't guess it's going to hurt me any to be taking that. But my point is, read the label and just see what, you're getting. Don't just look at the title of the vitamin and say, oh, yeah, that's me. I'm a woman over 50. Here we go.
Right.
Kind
Right.
of at least read your ingredients and make sure that's, the right one for you. Hello, Brandon of Palm Beach. Welcome. He says, yes, and that's a dangerous game, and it may have plastics or other chemicals as well.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, it does.
And
Not, it does. It may. It may. Because there is no regulation on it. There is none.
there's a lot of controversy about drinking tap water as opposed to, say, distilled water or filtered water or spring water.
Uh,
Um, I bought bottled water one time that actually said on the label that it was from I can't even talk, a city water system. In other words, they're getting it
pour
straight
it
out
out
of
of the
the tap.
faucet.
Okay. But they're putting it in a bottle and they're selling it to you as bottled water. So that basically is the same as me drinking my tap water.
Right.
So, um, I right now drink the tap water because I drink a lot of water. And
Yeah.
when I was buying bottled water, it got to be kind of expensive, and lugging those big things of water was a little bit much. So I said, I may eventually get like a Brita filter or something and filter the water that way. I don't know. But yeah, there's really controversy about anything you try to do. And you just
Yeah.
have to do your own research and figure out what's best for you and follow that. Nobody should be telling you one thing is better than another. And that's
Right.
one thing on my channel. We're going to share ideas, suggestions, things that we've tried personally with y'all, but we're never going to say, this is the only way to go,
Right.
and we're not selling anything. We don't have any brand deals with anybody for anything. So we can talk about whatever brand or whatever thing, we want to talk about. So, and
Yeah.
Brandon
A
says,
lot of bottled
yes,
water is just tap water
it's
that they
just
put in
tap
a bottle.
water.
Yeah.
Right. And spring water is not filtered either. Spring water comes from a spring, which is
Uh-huh.
a hole in the ground. And so, depending upon the environment of where that spring is,
Right.
could play a role in what is in that spring water. Now, when I got my fish, they were like, you have to use uh, drinking water, not tap water. But so I buy jugs of drinking water.
Uh-huh.
And once a week, I clean out his little fish bowl and I give him fresh drinking water. Now, I've had him for going on a couple of months now, I guess. And he
Mhm.
seems to be fine. But it just makes you wonder, if they're so concerned about the health of a fish, you know, what about the people who are drinking the water?
Right.
It's kind of like, okay,
Now,
I will buy.
a lot of times, I'm not sure what kind of fish you have, but a
It's
lot
a
of times
beta.
you can get a jug of water and just out of the tap and just let it sit for 24 hours and then
Well,
just
see,
use all of it, but the, but the bottom,
yeah,
but the
yeah.
backwash.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I do for my plants.
There you
Is I
go.
have buckets and gallon jugs that I fill up with tap water and I let them sit for a couple of days and then I use them.
Oh,
And I've
okay.
always done that with my house plants. But I have my plants outside to where if it rains, they get rainwater. And I
Okay.
like that when it rains that they get that. But if they don't get enough rainwater, then I go out there and water them with the tap water that I've had sitting around.
Put aside. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and I don't have a hose faucet on my patio, or I could just have a hose hooked up and spray everything down with the hose. So it is a little inconvenient that I have to carry the water out there, you know. So
Good
I have
exercise.
four. Yeah, it's good exercise. I have 4 buckets and 1, 2, 3, 4 jugs. And that'll water everything I've got one time. And then I have to fill everything back up and keep it for the next time that I, need to do it. Okay, let's see. What else do we
We
want
got
to talk about?
sidetracked, didn't we?
I was going to say, that's the thing. We can have a topic and we can still not talk about our topic or talk about anything. Right?
We're still talking about health. We're still
Yeah.
talking stuff.
Brandon says fish are very sensitive, and to be able to put the water in, they're kind of like canaries that they used to in the mines to see if the air was okay to breathe, because
Yeah.
they will die before we will. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I guess if my fish does live in my tap water, I would be safe to drink it. But now I don't want to find out, because then I'll feel like I've been poisoning myself if it's bad.
All right. Yes, squirrel. You know how
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah. But and that's the thing about reading the chat, is you want to have a conversation with the people in the chat as well. And sometimes, they can make a statement or have a question, and it can take us on a different place.
But I think that's wonderful. So, like people always going, well, what's your topic today? I don't have a topic.
Brandon, I'll drop a link.
What they want to talk about. So,
let me drop this link for Brandon. There you go. Well, there we go. And he put lie instead of live, and it says, "Can I go live with you? Would love to join the discussion." At first, I was like, "What?" And then when I realized he meant, "Can you go live with us?" I'm like, "Okay, good." We had a goldfish live 5 years in tap water. Yeah. Well, see, and I wanted a goldfish. My granddaughter wanted a goldfish. But the lady at PetSmart wouldn't let me put a goldfish in a goldfish bowl. She wanted me to put it in an aquarium and have a filter and a pump and all this stuff. And I'm like, for a goldfish? And
they just want money.
And I said, I just want a little fish bowl and have a little fish. And so she was like, well, then I suggest the Beta, because they don't even care how dirty their water gets or whatever,
Oh, is that what you have, a Beta?
I have a Beta, yeah.
Oh, okay. They're pretty hardy.
And
and they have to be alone.
Yeah. And we cleaned his bowl yesterday, and it was so funny because we always feed him after we put the fresh water. And my granddaughter was over there, talking to him and looking at him and stuff. And all of a sudden she's like, "Granny, he's not swimming anymore." And I thought, oh no, he croaked while she was watching him, And then she goes, "Oh no, there he goes. He was just resting." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good."
Not while the baby's there. No.
It's like, please don't die. And when we went on vacation, we had to take the fish over to my son-in-law so that he could babysit the fish, while we were gone, because we were going to be gone too many days to let it, be here by itself. And so it was funny.
Well, they make pellets
that
can feed
pellets,
a fish.
But still, I didn't want to come home to a dead fish. So I wanted him to, be responsible for him. But anyway, we weren't sure if he was going to feed the fish or if the fish would survive or not, So, but he did. All right, here's Brandon. Whoops. Hello.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
We're good. How are you doing?
Sweetie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. It's a wet afternoon in South Florida.
It was raining this morning here in Georgia.
Humidity as well, huh?
and it looks kind of overcast out there right now, so it may rain again.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked my guest last night that's from Florida, that lives in Florida, about the hurricane, and she told me that you live on the other coast. So what about you? Have you had hurricane damage and stuff you've had to deal with?
No, 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 no. I'm on the east coast of Florida. We haven't had
Hmm.
any hurricane presence. We've been pretty mild this season so far, but
Good. Yeah. Right.
every year it's a gamble when you live here.
Well, see, we hadn't had a
Mm.
hurricane for like 165 years hit where I live. I live in the middle of Georgia, right above Florida. And
Okay.
whenever we would get the hurricane warnings, most people in Florida, they would evacuate up here to us. And
Yes.
so we never
Yep. Yep.
really worried about it. Sometimes you'd get a little wind and a little rain, but, very mild. And they would always send out a notice at the apartments and say, clear your patio off.
Yeah.
And I would always be like, yeah, I'm not doing all that. It's not going to affect us.
Yeah.
And so, not 2 years ago when one came through here, but last year when one came through here, the end of September, beginning of October, um, I had left a little wrought iron table that had a glass top on it sitting
Oh,
out there on the patio. I had brought a lot of the actual plants in, but I hadn't like cleared the patio.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
I
all of
understand.
a sudden, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear this loud commotion outside. And I had forgot that that table was out there. So when I heard the glass break, I thought something broke in my window.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I was in the bedroom and it wasn't my bedroom windows. So I was like, it's got to be my living room windows. And I was like, I didn't want to go look to see.
I was about to
But
say at the time you don't want to go out and look.
no, because I'm like, oh, it's bad if something got thrown through my window or whatever. So
Yeah.
I waited a while, and then when I looked out there, I didn't see anything, and it had knocked the table over, but it was up against the wall, so it was kind of behind the door, so I couldn't really see it when I looked out the door. And then the glass, was just there on the ground, and I didn't really even notice. And I was like, okay, you must have imagined that you heard glass breaking. And I'm like, you were so scared because it was really,
Yeah.
windy
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. They get
So then when
blowing.
I
They get.
did, yeah. So then
Yeah.
when I
I
did actually open the door and go outside, I was like, it was the table. It was that glass. I did hear glass break. But I'm like, now if they say it might even get windy, I bring everything in. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. We're not having that.
better safe than sorry. Yeah.
And
Well,
then
you
see
learn
too,
you learn through experience. It's what we call wisdom.
well, and it never hardly snows here, ever. You
Yep.
might see a flurry if you look up at the street light. You might see the little snowflakes flying around in the air, but they never like land on the ground and like, put snow down. And so,
And well, with me, it's kind of funny that you say that because with me, in January of 1976, back then when you had a child in the hospital, you had to stay for a while, you know,
yeah.
and but in 1976, my January of 1977, right after I was born, my parents were bringing me into the house for the first time into the home from the hospital, and it snowed, and it was like the only time it has ever
Wow.
snowed in Florida. And
Wow.
my yeah
Too cool.
yeah, and my father
Yeah.
looked up and he goes, "Oh my God, this is a sign. I don't know if it's good or bad."
Yes. Yes. But also, what I got out of that is you were born in 77.
I was born in December of '76, but I was brought home from the hospital on in January on the day that it was
January.
snowing.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
You're
and I actually have a
amazing.
friend that
You're
was in
amazing.
school with me that was born on the day that it snowed.
Oh,
So we grew up
wow.
together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. But
It
anyway,
is.
so I
So,
would never
so
when
you were born in
bicentennial.
by,
Yeah.
thank you, year.
Bicentennial, yeah, 1976. Yep.
Yeah.
Woo, that was way too many syllables.
But I would always, be like, yeah, it's not even going to freeze here. I don't have to bring stuff in from outside. Well, my friend gave me this really big tropical plant, and it was like my baby. I took really good care of that plant. Well, when they said it was going to get cold, I should have brought it in the house, but I didn't. I go out there the next day and it's completely black, and all the leaves, are laying down like it just died. And so I
Oh,
was like, well, I can't tell my friend I let her plant die. So I was like, okay, I'll just leave it sitting there for a while and I'll figure out what to do. Well, doggone if when spring rolled around, that plant didn't come back and it grew back. That actually happened to that same plant twice. And the third winter, I said, I'm not leaving it out there. I brought it in at Thanksgiving and I was like, you're staying in the house now until spring. So that's a
Mhm.
very hardy plant. Even though it's a tropical plant, that thing will look completely dead and it will still be alive. So,
Well, there's
I love
so
that.
I
I love that.
my mother my mother worked in the agricultural department. I know a lot about plants and stuff like that. And you being in Georgia, it's at a similar base. You know what
mhm,
I mean? As far as planting area, as me. But like I know, for instance, peppers. Like if I grow peppers, they will stay alive. Normally, if you keep them in the sun during the summer, they'll die. You know, but
right.
if you keep them, if you have them potted and you can move them into a shaded area, they'll last and they will live for like 3 years in Florida. I've had pepper plants that lived and produced for 3-4 years. You know,
Wow. Well, maybe
so
that's what happened why my peppers didn't do too well. I left them in the sun. I should have
well, where
moved
where do
them
you
to the
live?
East
Where do
Coast.
you live? Where do you
I live
live?
in South Georgia.
Georgia, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, no. If you put them in the shade, if you've got like I've got some big oak trees,
Hmm.
that are shaded. If they're in pots, I mean, I know once you planted them in the ground, if there's no moving them. But
Yeah. No, mine are in pots because I only have a patio and
okay,
it's a covered
but
patio.
yeah,
And
but if you shade them, yeah, pepper plants will live 5 years.
yeah,
Up
see,
to up.
this is,
Let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
Up to
probably
5 years.
afternoon sun if you block them from the afternoon sun,
yeah.
Yeah.
the most intense.
Well, and I should have not left them out in full sun act because when I went on vacation again, I put every plant that needed to be watered like that out in the full sun so that the rainwater could water it while I was on vacation.
Yeah.
And then I just was lazy and didn't move them back in under the patio. So my
Yeah. And they
peppers kind of
died,
were
right?
doing
They
okay, and then they kind of went, eh. So
Yeah, they died, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. But if you
yeah,
if you do if you do shade them, the pepper plants will keep living. Those are one. I don't know about like all the herbs and stuff like that. I just replant those every year.
yeah,
I used to do a lot of gardening and a lot of uh I used to do a lot of that. Not so much anymore. Just because time has gotten away from me.
yeah,
Working too many hours.
yeah,
Priorities change.
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Aria says, I
Yeah, me,
keep
I've got
trying to
volunteer tomatoes. I just let them go. I just let them go.
Yeah, you're
Volunteer
lucky though.
tomatoes.
You got volunteer plants growing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right. I know Kaleidoscope. Who's your guest that you have with you?
This is Body Illusion.
Body Illusion.
Hi.
A
Uh-huh.
pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
She's my friend from California.
Oh, all right. So you're on the West Coast, but we have similar in Florida. We have similar grow zones,
Yeah.
depending on what part of California you're at. You know.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, we were both
So, did you want to know what part of California I'm at?
well, I know we
I'm in the valley right now. I'm in the valley.
oh
If that makes any sense to you,
I don't know. I
I'm
went
more
to
like
Napa. I went to
Sacramento.
Napa last summer.
Napa. Okay, Napa's beautiful.
I got to turn my
Yeah,
ear on, y'all.
we
I'll be
went
right
there.
back.
Sure thing. Do
Okay,
what you got to do.
we'll talk among ourselves.
I went to we had to land in San Francisco in the hotel because I'm a cook and we go to different places for different food festivals and things like that. And one of the
Okay.
things that we went to was in Napa Valley and the San
It's
Francisco.
very wineries anymore.
What's that?
It's kind of wineries, a lot of wineries
Yes.
in Napa anymore.
Oh well, we had
And the assailants,
we had wonderful breakfast. I want to say and gave us wonderful ideas in Napa. However, from San Francisco to get to our hotel was like a 5-hour ordeal, and it was insane the traffic. But you did get a picture.
Oh, yeah.
I got a
Welcome
picture
to
of
the Bay Area.
Alcatraz, which is cool. So
Oh, there you go. I've been there a couple of times. Yeah, I was born and raised, since you went to San Francisco and you went to Napa, I was born and raised in Mountain View, if you know where that is. Palo Alto?
Mm-mm.
Sunnyvale?
No. That was the first
No?
time I'd ever been there. I didn't know. I just
Did you make it to Gilroy? To the Gilroy Festival?
no.
Next time you go to the Gilroy Festival. It's all about garlic. I mean, garlic popcorn, garlic corn on the cob, garlic ice cream.
I love that. My wife would be
very smelly by the time you leave. No, it's fun though. It's a lot of fun. A lot of bluegrass.
yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
No, that sounds great to me. I love those kind of festivals. So that's awesome. So Georgia.
Yeah.
Now,
But anyway,
Kaleidoscope. Last
Hey,
night I was
we
on.
have a skillet throwing festival here in Georgia.
What?
A what?
Skillet.
A skillet.
Cast iron
A skillet
skillet.
throwing festival.
And they see who can throw it the farthest.
Where is this at?
It's in one of these little towns around where I live. I don't remember which town it is, but I remember seeing the advertisement for it and thought, yeah, okay, I'd go there and get hit in the head with a skillet probably, but
I would love to do that. I would love to
Now,
see it.
my
And just
little
giggle and
town-
laugh.
You should have filmed
enjoy
it.
the moment.
Kaleidoscope. You should have filmed it. That would have been awesome.
my little town has the Honeybee Festival the first weekend
that's
of
nice.
October
Mhm.
every year. And the city my daughter lives in is called the Azalea City, and they have a
Ooh.
festival with all the pretty azaleas. Like
I love
every
azaleas.
little town has
Uh-huh.
something, that they celebrate.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do that next year. This year I couldn't really go and take off and go to different ones because I would have my granddaughter. But this year I'm gonna find out what these little towns
if you don't
are
mind me
having.
asking, how old's your granddaughter?
She's 4. So
That's a perfect time to get the yeah, but you know what? Those are the perfect times to get the reactions because of their when my children were little, and I'm just gonna give you an example. There was my friend brought his 8-year-old son over. Not 8. It was probably about 6 years old. I'm sorry, and I was blowing bubbles for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he had never seen bubbles in his life, and he was 6 years old, and but my point is the amazement of the children when they see something that's brand new, that's like you can't replace that look with anything ever. It's to me, I always love to show children new things and teach them new things because.
But isn't it wonderful to look through their eyes
yes.
to see that amazement and you can feel it?
Yes, that's my point. Is the amazement that they have and the wonder that they have in looking at the world in a way that we've seen, you know, we've seen it a lot or
You've got
whatever.
humdrum today.
But, you know, just the amazement and the wonder in their eyes and the enjoyment and I don't know. I can't explain it. That's why I love children, and that's why, you know,
Well,
I guess that's why I had 4 of them.
She just started pre-K, and every day we asked her, you know, what did you have for lunch? And
Yeah.
up until yesterday, every time she would just say, I don't remember, you know.
Yeah.
So I asked her yesterday, I said, well, what did you, or Friday, I asked her, I said, well, what did you have for lunch today? I had some food. I said, okay, what kind of food? I don't know, but I ate some of the food. I was like, okay, do you know what it tasted like? Or do you know what color it was? She was like, no, I don't know anything about it, but I did eat some of it. I'm like, okay.
Well, that's good. She's eating food, you know.
Yeah, it's just really funny. So, you know.
It's in the public schools, they're getting that way where they're just going to start shipping food bricks. So,
yeah.
you know.
And it's funny because
I hope not.
you know, you can
Yeah,
ask
me
her,
too. But I'm a cook
anything.
by profession. So yeah.
And
Oh, are you?
Yes.
it's like, what did you do
okay.
at school? I did some stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, what kind of stuff? You know, it's
Right.
hilarious the things. That,
Oh, I get
you know,
I get that from my kids too. It's the moment my girls get home. It's like, hey, how was your day? Good. What'd you do? Nothing. You did nothing all day?
You spent 8 hours and you did nothing.
Well, I
Yeah,
had to pick her
they
up
get it.
on Wednesday, and I didn't take her anything for a snack or anything to drink. And she got in the car and she was like, I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. So when I picked her up on Friday, I made sure I took her something, you know, so she would have
Yeah.
that in the car. And she
Yeah.
must have told me thank you 10 times. She was like, you're such a good granny. Thank you for remembering my drink. Thank you for remembering my snack. Yeah, I'm like, they
Well,
must be starving the poor child.
You know what's crazy is they're not allowed to get water breaks. They're not allowed to get and it's a little bit crazy because my daughter passed out actually from dehydration
Oh, no.
in school not last year, the year before. So 2 years ago.
Goodness.
My daughter actually she was just waiting in school because they don't open the schools anymore and allow you to go into the classrooms because of the stuff that's happening, you know, around.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They only open
Right.
the doors at a certain
A
time.
lot of concerns.
Yeah. It's security. So
Yes.
anyways, she literally like passed out. And when she passed out, she bumped her head. And
Oh no.
it was like a partial concussion, I want to say. Because
Wow.
by the time I got to school, she still didn't know what was happening.
Oh,
She
my
still had
goodness.
no idea. Oh, what's happening? You know? So and it's I don't know. It's a thing.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's a thing. I don't know. The schools aren't paying, in my opinion. I'm in Florida. I mean, you guys are in different states and they do things differently. But in my opinion, yeah, they're not taking care of keeping an eye on
Well, they're
what's
walking
happening.
a fine line.
What's
Yeah.
that?
They're trying to walk a fine line, and they haven't figured out where that line is.
Exactly.
Yet. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Well,
100%. Yeah.
Like my granddaughter, she's used to me giving her whatever she wants whenever she wants it. You know, she's not used to like having the food for a certain amount of time limit and you have to eat it in that time. And
Yeah.
if it's something she doesn't like, she may just not be eating at all. You know, I don't know what
Yeah.
she's actually
Yeah.
eating. You know, I told her mom though she might have to pack a lunch just so that we know she'll have something she'll eat.
Yeah. Well, that's
You know?
that's one thing. But with me, it was with the water because like I said, when you have the oh, sorry, I let the dog in. I wasn't supposed to. I'm in trouble now.
Shh,
Max!
we won't tell him. Be our secret.
Sorry, I just got scolded by the kids.
Mine is
They're doing
being
something.
a
I think they're
speaker right
mopping the
now.
floor or something. Come on, Max. They're doing. Come on, Max.
So I think I'm gonna have to go take care of them again.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry. That totally got interrupted. That was funny.
Facebook Mom,
But-
Marie
People are still talking about that garlic ice cream.
says,
If you only knew, there's garlic beer, there's garlic anything, garlic jelly, If it's
garlic jelly.
it's
That's
there.
interesting.
And you don't even have to be in the city. You can smell
I
it.
bet.
Well,
as
wait.
you're getting closer.
Wait. When you said garlic jelly, what do they use garlic jelly for?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right.
I guess
Fair
you
enough,
use
because
it-
I'm
you use
like I
it
said, I'm a
as like
cook.
a spread. A spread.
Okay.
Yeah,
Marie
but I
says-
mean on toast, that's a little weird to me.
Okay, let's
I don't
see.
know.
Well,
I've tried.
Yeah.
I always tried things that are a little bit different, but garlic jelly. That
I love tasting it. I love Max Miller.
you know.
Do you
But
like
now-
Max Miller?
I'm sorry.
Do you like Max Miller? Tasting History. I love him.
Oh, I've never
I've
seen
never
seen
him.
I'm
No,
gonna
I've
have
never
to write
seen
that
him.
one
Oh
down.
no,
Oh, he does
Oh, yeah.
historical food.
he's from my neck of the woods.
He does historical food.
He's from LA.
That's what it says. He cooks old recipes.
What he does
makes
is he
Parmesan
cooks,
ice
and then he
cream.
tells the history of how this.
That's interesting. No, I would
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
check him out. Yeah. No, that's awesome. I follow a guy called
he's-
there's the Townsends family, and what they do is they live life and recreate food from the 1800s, you know? Like
that's nice.
colonial food and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. It's a very interesting channel to me. I
Over
love
the hearth.
I love-
the whole 9 yards.
what's that?
Over the hearth and the whole everything.
Oh yeah. He's got the big yeah. They've got a whole setup, like a whole town recreated.
Nice.
A blacksmith and yeah, it's actually a really cool channel. It's called the Townsends. But
Okay.
yeah, I
I'll
like to
check
watch
into
those
that.
because I like to watch the historical way, but they research different methods of cooking from the 1800s, like the Pilgrims and the early colonials used to make, you know. So it's
love
pretty
that.
cool.
I love that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you would definitely be interested in them. That's for sure.
Am I still here?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Good.
You're here.
Um,
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Oh,
Okay, yeah,
the kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope.
Going.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate this.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
I'm glad
I have
to
fun.
meet you, honey. Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
to meet you as well.
I
I'm
met
glad
him
to
on
meet you as
channel.
well.
You have a channel?
The source. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
His
You guys were
channel's
both talking.
Brandon of Palm Beach.
And that's his channel?
Yeah,
Is that
I'll
your
get
channel,
it and
Brandon?
drop it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's my.
I get
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I just go
All right,
on and
maybe
I
you and I
have
can-
fun. And,
We can just chit chat for a little while, huh?
oh, of course.
Would that be all right with you?
I'm on Saturday nights. It gets a little racy on Saturday nights, but
What does that mean, racing?
You know.
What does racing mean to you?
it gets
does
a
racing
little
mean?
we're
Should I
not
test the waters
well.
first on Saturday nights?
I don't know. Kaleidoscope. Have you seen the Saturday Night Lives that we've?
With Solomon Project,
Yes, ma'am.
I popped in. I think I popped in your channel last night for a few minutes.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
I don't even know what he was talking about, but it's not necessarily family friendly. I
Oh,
guess
okay.
It's
is
not.
That's
what
what
I
I
would
was
say.
Okay.
But it's on
It's
late at
Well, I'll
night.
check you out on a
So
Saturday and see what happens.
yeah,
How's that
I
sound?
mean, we're all
Oh
adults.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. You're welcome. It's always it's. I mean, we just have fun. We're just adults giggling together
and
like school children.
I
You know,
was surprised
basically.
to see Tina on there because I know Tina from Journey Mirrors channel.
Hmm.
And I was like, that's got to be the same Tina. And it was. So,
It's well. You got to understand that when we do like I'll post it, and I've encouraged everybody else to post it because once you're on live, you can post it on your own channels.
right.
And I've been encouraging everybody to post it because we get the viewers from all of our channels to come on and see us as collaborators, just talking and shooting the stuff together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to
And
come visit. I'll have to come
but
visit.
that's
And
funny
definitely
because
your
yeah,
personality
Tina.
is
I don't know
very,
where Tina.
very enjoyable.
I'm sorry. What's
Your
that?
personality is very enjoyable. It's very personable.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
wonderful. Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's. I guess I'm a natural. I don't know.
Yes,
You
you
are,
are.
though. You know, some people have no personality, and you're like, okay, get to the point because I don't know what you're talking about, and you're not very entertaining, you know. But, you know,
Oh, we get those people sometimes on lives, because I've had lives, and it's funny. I've had lives where I posted somebody, um, where I just said, "Hey, you want to go on live with me?" And they were like, "Yeah," and I went on live with them, and they were just like dominating the entire. They were. It wasn't a back and forth. It was just that was just them just talking the entire
Right.
time, and I'm going. Okay. But well, that's all I could do. And I was like, all right, well,
I know I've been on chats before where I feel like I need a little sign that says, hello.
Yeah.
yeah,
I just can't say
I
nothing, you
can't.
know.
I can't.
hi.
I'm here.
like
Funny.
like in kindergarten when you got to raise your hand before you can
Yes.
talk.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But
And
my
so
dog is making a fuss, so I'm going to be right back again. You guys can do your thing,
Okay.
and I will be
we'll
right.
talk amongst ourselves. This
Yes.
is wonderful. So I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon.
I am really. I didn't know how it would be. I've never gone live on a Sunday afternoon, so I wasn't sure how it would be.
Well,
And I don't like going live when I know other people are going live. You know, like I don't want to
yeah,
step on
don't let
anybody's
that.
toes or anything. But
Yeah, but don't let that concern you ever.
yeah, sometimes you
Because
just got to do your own thing. You know.
yeah, no,
So
no, don't ever let don't. I understand what you're saying, and if it, it's not a big thing, you know,
well, and
because not only that, people can tune into both at once if they really want to, and
yeah,
they're going to tune into who they're going to tune into. don't
right.
don't make that like a factor of, oh, this person's going live, I don't want to compete with them. No, just go live, do your thing.
Yeah. And I pretty much have a set schedule of when I go live. So when I do
Hmm.
something on a day that I don't normally do it, sometimes I don't know if anybody's planning to go live because not everybody schedules it out ahead. You know, a lot of people
Yeah,
just go live. And so you didn't know that they were going to be live. So you're not really stepping on their toes because you had no idea and yours was scheduled ahead of time or
yeah,
whatever. But I think if you wait around till you think it's the perfect time to do it, you'll never find that perfect time because it either
yeah.
won't be
No,
good
you
for
gotta you
you
gotta
or your
find your
guest or, you know, so
you're right, you gotta find your time that you're gonna do it, that's your perfect time, and everybody adjusts their time to your time.
yeah.
I think that's how to do it, because like, I got 300 and something subscribers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
100 of those are probably content creators
Yeah.
that have their own lives, that have their own. That's 100 people. If 100 people are going live on Saturday at 8 o'clock, you know, what am I going to do? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It's, you okay. You
Hi,
do what you
Texas
got to do.
Regina. Welcome. Well, and my thing too is that you get a lot more content creators subscribe to your channel, especially if you're, going to go over and support them. But
Right.
you also need a mix of people who are not content creators who will come on and watch, at different times.
Yes. Yes.
So it's kind of, and I've seen channels that have, 10,000 plus subscribers, but they still might only have 20 people in their chat.
Yeah.
So it just
Yes.
depends on what people are doing. Either they're busy themselves, or they didn't like your topic, or
Yeah.
there's so many reasons, and you can't sit there and be like, oh, so and so didn't come in my chat and they knew I was live, why didn't they come in my chat? It's like, no,
Well,
because I try to be supportive, and I don't make it in everybody's chat.
You
So
ladies are old. You ladies are old enough to remember when
Don't go there.
we had
What?
TV.
Choose your words wisely. Choose your words wisely when you say your ladies are old enough.
that we're old enough, we're young enough.
Old as me. I'm almost 50. I'm almost 50
Norma,
years
welcome
old.
back.
I'm almost 50 years old.
Okay,
So
well,
let me.
we're past
All
that.
right. Okay. Let's rephrase this. Let's rephrase this. I'm almost 50 years old.
Okay.
I remember a time when your TV show would go on, and it was on Wednesday at 8 p.m. on CBS or whatever channel it was on. And you were either there to see it, or you weren't, or you missed it. That was it. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
You girls remember? Do you ladies remember that time?
I lived before we had Netflix, where you can binge a whole season of a show. I
Yeah.
You had to wait for the next episode to come out. Or what about in the summertime when they did reruns and the new shows didn't come out until in the fall, and you had to wait until like September for those new shows to come out.
Yeah.
Did you have the VHF dial?
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna ask. Did you have the little the dial under the dial? The dial that was under the dial.
Okay, when I was a kid, we had the first colored television on the block. So we would have our neighbors come over to watch television in color at our house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You were the hit of the neighborhood.
Norma Kay said,
I remember.
Yes, you are a baby.
The grown-ups going.
When I was a kid.
Click.
Oh, go. All right. When I was a kid, we had one TV, and it was in the living room, and it was a color television. Okay. It probably weighed as much as my car does now.
Yeah.
A
big console TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Console.
Yeah.
Is what they call it.
And that's what it was.
Sometimes they had the stereo in it.
However, in the other room, the other family room that we had a black and white television, and that's what I grew up on. And it was a black and white television, but it had the UHF. And my fondest memory of childhood is running home to be able to watch the roller derbies. You guys remember that?
I do.
That was my favorite thing to watch.
Ronnie McCarthy and Yeah, and Tony. I watched the Bay Bombers.
Hi, Sophia. Welcome.
Joni Weston. Is that way
I couldn't
before your
name
time?
any of them now.
Well, do you
I couldn't
remember
name any of
going
them
to
now.
the-
But
Well, you
to
have
the
to
movie
understand,
theater?
the year you were born was the year I graduated high school.
the year I was born,
Okay.
okay,
Was the year I
that gives
graduated
a
high
little
school.
that gives a little context. That's fair enough, though.
Yeah, I graduated bicentennial year.
Oh. Shantirement says, I got one even better. Do you guys
Sophia.
remember when the TV used to sign off at 12 a.m. and the flags and music would come on to sign off? I do remember that. I do.
Dun, 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 dun,
Even better, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Yes.
You remember that one?
Yes.
I'm going to drop Norma's channel link because she's going to have bingo at 4 o'clock. So if anybody is interested and wants to go play bingo, I'm going to put the link for you. Just a second.
And Sophia's here. Hi, Ma.
Yeah, Sophia. Hello.
She's a sweetheart.
I was at a casino one time, and I had I don't know if you guys know what it's kind of like lotto that goes on like every minute or two.
Okay.
I don't know
Like
what they
Keno?
call it. Keno,
Keno?
yeah. So it's Keno, and they were playing it, and I had two guys waiting for me to get out, and they were plastered. They'd been drinking all night, and I can remember sitting waiting for my numbers to come up, just because I had played for like 10 tickets in a row, you know, and they keep shouting out numbers at the top of their lungs, you know. 69, 8, and the lady that was there was just like, "Are they even playing?" And I was like, "No, just ignore them, please." I was so embarrassed because they just kept shouting out numbers.
They were having fun, and they weren't hurting anybody.
Oh no! And it was the funniest thing because one of them passed out, and the guy that was or he wasn't passed out. He was just lying down waiting for me to finish my cards. And this was like at 3 a.m. in the morning, you know. And it was so funny because they were vacuuming around the guy. They just literally just vacuumed around his head and vacuumed around the other side of his head, you know. It was so funny.
Safe. It wasn't hurting anyone, you know. No reason to wake him up.
No. But he was conscious, semi-conscious. So
You're right.
It was kind of funny. He was like, "They're vacuuming around me." You know, just a funny story. That was in that was in Connecticut. What's the big casino up in Connecticut? God damn. I'm sorry.
I've never been to Connecticut.
Sorry for my language.
Yeah, I've never been to Connecticut.
It's the biggest casino in the United States.
Let's look it up.
From what I
I don't
understand.
know why, but I cannot find
What
this
is the biggest casino in the United States in Connecticut? They're calling it Foxwood. Foxwoods. Is that what it was?
Yep. It's Indian run casino.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't expect Connecticut to have. What?
There, I finally found it. Oh my
Sorry,
goodness.
I gotta go. Okay, Norma. I hope to see you. Yeah, she dropped your link, so hopefully we can see you. We can get together with you.
I'm dropping
we
you.
can do.
Peach. Hello. I was just talking about your channel last night. Crooked Peach is another one that grows a lot of medicinal herbs and things.
Kaleidoscope. What program are you? This is called Restream.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember we had a conversation about this earlier, but this is very similar to the one that I use, which is
StreamYard.
StreamYard. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's very.
It's pretty much the same,
But you
same.
like this one better. You were
Okay.
saying.
I started out on StreamYard. And StreamYard, yeah, hello, Ben. StreamYard, that's what I learned on. So that's all I knew. And I had that. And then a while back, they decided they were going to change their rate. And I really want to be able to have somebody come on and stream to their own channel. And in order to do that, you have to have the paid version. And it was more than I wanted to spend to do that. So I started looking around. So I found Restream. Now I pay $19 a month, but I can have unlimited lives, and I can have up to 9 guests up there with me. So 10 people at one time, all streaming to their own channels. So it's worth it to me to pay the $19. It is a different setup than StreamYard, but not difficult to learn. If you're used to StreamYard, you can switch over to Restream. It's not that difficult.
I was gonna say it's very similar. It's very similar.
And I wasn't paying for either one. I would do StreamYard until they said, okay, you've hit your limit for the month. And then I would go Restream and I would do their limit for the month. And then I would go. So I was like, doing the bounce.
And if you're not going to have guests, you know, I mean, you can still bring somebody up on your panel. They just can't stream to their own channel on a free version. And that's the same on Restream and on StreamYard. And if you don't care about that, then it's
okay.
And you can have like 20 hours free, you know, on their free plans. And so that's okay, you know. But if you really want
no. Now I understand that, because I like when I go on StreamYard on my friend's channel, he allows me to it allows me to stream onto my channel.
Yes.
By clicking it.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps his channel because I get people, you know, of course I give him credit. I said, hey, this is where we're at, you know.
And like when I do the have a guest and have them stream to their channel, I'm promoting them with my people, and then they're promoting me with their people. Yeah. So really, it's a win-win situation.
It's a cross. Yes, I agree. It's a cross pollination.
Yeah, and then too,
way to put it.
When you're
that was a nice way of putting that. I like that.
You know, when you're trying to get monetized, you need those watch hours.
Yes.
And so if you have somebody come on and they're not able to stream to their channel, they're not getting watch hours. And on the same time, if you go somewhere and you can't stream it, then you're not making any money either, because you're not being able
to. It basically exposes you. It exposes you to other people. I'm sorry, it's raining really hard. So that's why I've always got the phone to my ear. It's raining hard here.
Wow, look at that.
Okay, Ben is saying that he's going to try EVMUK, whatever that is, or MUX on his next stream, and he's been using OBS. Now, I did download OBS, but OBS is free, but it's complicated, and I wasn't going to spend the time to really get to know how to do it. So
I'm with you.
Get with me, honey.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Dumb it down for me, love.
EVMVMUX. Oh, I got too many M's in there. EV.
Can I hide the? I'm gonna
EVS.
try to hide the microphone for a minute, and
Okay.
I just have to excuse myself for a minute. I'm
Okay. Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm gonna have to. I gotta figure this out though. This is a new system.
Yeah, you should see a little
Yeah, look at the
microphone
sounds
button
in your
there at the
forehead.
bottom. There you go. Okay.
Am I out?
Well, your picture is gone, but we still hear you. So now click the microphone next
Hello.
to it.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I can still hear you. I can click your microphone off though.
Well, I have to admit, this has been one of the funnest
I think
lives.
we're good.
And we've gone all different directions. Aria said squirrel. Yes, this has been a squirrel one, and it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Oh goodness. Well, and that's how my streams go sometimes.
Yeah, and
Sometimes
that's
they get
okay.
away from us, but that's okay.
Yeah, we flow where it flows. That's the way I do it.
Okay, Crooked Peach wants to know, have any of us tried Zoom on a live? I've been on Zoom calls, but I've never done it as a live.
I know people are trying to do meat, bring out meat as a
And Crooked
live.
Peach says for $20 a month, that is better. And that I guess that's on she's talking about the restream.
Yeah. Yeah. It just gets you coming and going. It really does. And you think, oh, is Marie leaving? Goodbye, Marie. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Marie. Okay,
but
Crooked Peach is saying yes, that she does not take man-made medicine. She does the herbal
good
tinctures and stuff like that. Good. Okay, I'm going to give your name to, which I already told her last night, Miss Lisa. Has started a gardening channel and is going to be making some medicinal herb type things. And I'm going to make sure I give her your channel name so she can check you out, because I know you know your stuff when it comes to all that. She says, I've seen big channels, but I don't know how it works, the Zoom. I don't know either.
Yeah. I know a few people that are looking into it, and some that have done it, but I'm built too short for it. It hasn't gotten to me. Ben, like I said, if you figure it out and you can dumb it down where it makes sense to me, yeah, I would appreciate it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Ben says Zoom is what the behavioral panel uses, but they record their shows ahead of time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
that makes sense.
You can do that on Restream also. You can play a recorded video as a live stream, and then you're talking in the chat. You can talk in the chat when the video is playing. Sort of still.
The panel always has premieres. They always do theirs as premiere.
Yeah. A lot of games use OBS, but yeah, I don't know how it's going to work with a guest. We shall see. Yeah, see, that's my thing. Because I go live by myself, but I like to have guests too.
Right.
I mean, I want that option.
Well, trust me, Ben will never have me on again. I've been begging since Christmas. He will never have me on again. Not after that Christmas show.
Why you don't want us to come on there? We can come on for comedy relief, You're so serious all the
time. And you named this Self-Care Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we were going to talk about certain things. But you know what? With this being a lively and not deep, just enjoyable conversation this whole time, to me, it's self-care.
Yes.
So it really did work out that it got people out of that mindset of, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this.
Well, and you know what? Slowing down and giving yourself permission to laugh and enjoy yourself, that's self-care too, you know?
Yes.
And that's
Yes,
something
indeed.
I've never been good at. I've always been a driven, task orientated, get it done kind of person. But I'm
Oh yeah.
learning that
Oh yeah.
you don't have to watch the clock all the time and you don't have to know what. I like to make plans. I like to have my calendar. I like to have things scheduled. But you know what? You're not supposed to know what tomorrow's going to bring always. You know?
Always.
That's
Yeah.
that's part of the enjoyment of life is not knowing what you're doing tomorrow.
Well,
You
and I
know?
was always thought if I'm sitting down, there's something wrong. There's something I should be doing. I should not be sitting down, right?
Right.
Right. Why am I sitting? Shouldn't I be doing dishes? I mean, the bathrooms need to be done. Do I need to be getting ready for work? I mean, why am I just sitting here?
Yeah.
Why am I wasting time? You know what I mean? Since Christmas, I think I have one, two, three.
Okay, Cricket
Yeah,
T.
then you have to put up my
Good to see you, sweetie. Yeah, I always was like, I've got so many things I have to do, have to do, have to do.
Yeah.
And who cares? I mean, if somebody came over right now, they would see that my living room is still a disaster because I had baby girl Friday night and all day Saturday. I did sweep up the popcorn off the floor,
Okay.
you know, because it was getting walked on and the dog was eating too much of it. So I was like, yeah, I need to sweep that up. But
Okay.
toys still everywhere, blankets. She made a fort. You know, she just had a good old time.
Oh, forts are fun.
I did get laundry done yesterday. It's not put away. It's hung up and sitting on top of the washer and dryer, folded, but I didn't put it away.
That's
And
fun.
I've got a sink full of dishes. Who cares? You know, I'm like, I'm having a good time, and I'll worry about all of that stuff later.
It'll
We
be
have
there
this
when you get there.
concept of essentially being in the moment and taking the rush out of it. It's healthy. Yes. That
Yeah.
being in the moment is what I have the hard time doing. And remembering that this moment is what's important.
Yeah.
Not what
I
came
was
before.
never in the moment. I was always like, okay, I have a time frame for this, and I have to have it done by this because as soon as I'm done with that, I have to do this. And if I get behind on this one, it'll throw that one behind and that one behind and that one. It was a constant. So, you know, anyway.
And when I worked,
it gets overwhelming.
you know, I had the work schedule to keep. And then I had to have dinner at a certain time. And then I had to make sure that, you know, laundry was done for my daughter for school and everything, you know, was done. So it was like I was either cooking or doing laundry, or I always had something to do
or both
when I wasn't at work in order to keep everything running, you know. And now it's like, it's only me. Who cares? Anybody cares? I'm sorry, you know.
And that's another thing about living alone. That's another thing about living alone. You know, you get to it when you get to it. It's the only person it's bothering is
Ben
you.
makes a very good point.
What do you say?
That the only way, being in the moment is the only way not to do things halfway, you know. Because when you're multitasking, and I find myself doing that because I'll get distracted, or one thought will lead me to another thought. And then I'll think, oh, that's more important. Let me work on that. And then the first thing I was doing is halfway done. It's, you know, there's John from Healing with Song. Hello, John. I heard you last night.
Really? Hi, John.
When you said you wanted to have me on and come on my channel. So the invitation is open whenever you would like. And Joan, it's good to see you. I was going to email you because I figured out when I want to do the craft and chat with you. And I was going to email you so you could tell me if this was going to be a good day for you. Now let me find it. On the 25th, it's a Monday night, and it would be like at 8:30. So you let me know. Regina, I want you to come too. So we'll work on that one because I really do want to do that craft and chat that I had to cancel when I had the headache. Hey, there's Scully Pop too. Welcome, welcome.
Is Scully
Yeah.
here? Hi, Scully. That's my second name.
And
John, are you going? Oh, there it is. Are you going live? Did I see John saying he was going live right now?
tell me when and where, and I'll be there. Echo. I don't know. Did he say he's going live? Let me back up.
Yeah. That's what
Hello, beautiful people. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm off to do my live on mental health matters. Oh, well, we'll have to get off.
Oh, okay.
So we can go
Okay.
support John.
Yeah, as soon as we get off, we'll go.
Oh, he must be doing it at 4 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Work. Scully, I'm so glad you're here, honey. I love Scully. Have you followed him at all? He's a kick. He's a kick.
okay. Joan, it would be
really,
Eastern time zone. I'm in Eastern. Okay, they're going to do open panel readings on Scully tonight at 8 Central, which are 7 Central.
Oh, yay!
Which would be
Okay,
8.
so
I
another
think it's 8 my time. I think.
Okay, let's promote that a minute.
Oh, John
Anybody
says his is a members only. Are you a member to John, or a member to Mental Health Matters?
I'm a mod.
Well, okay, then you can
I'm
be
not a
there.
member.
I'm a member. I have a free membership though, so.
Ooh, you're somebody. Scully on Sunday nights does this reading, and he gets people from the panel, people from the chat, and he has them come up and they read from this script he has written. And so everybody gets a part, and sometimes it's 3 people, sometimes he needs 7 people. So join him and be part of it. It's really a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun.
It is. It definitely is. And I don't have to get up super early in the morning, so I should be able to do it. So I'm going to go in here and put my notification on so that I do not forget, because I'm bad about forgetting.
Yeah, Scully usually goes on late, but it looks like he may be going on a little bit earlier this evening. But
all right,
time frame.
It will be 8 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock. Listen at me. Live in 4 hours.
Yeah, right.
8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Okay.
He's in the grand old state of Mississippi.
Yes.
See, Scully, I threw it out at you. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I got that.
And he's just, he just tickles me. So
there
you go, Scully. A little promotion there.
Okay, got it. All right, so now let me go over here and look at John and make sure that I do. I'm pretty sure I do have a member. I think I saw that last night.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Weekend at Bernie's meets Axl Rose. Okay. All right. I'm up for it.
Oh, wait, it's not on yet. Okay, they're on at 4 o'clock Central. So that'll be 5 o'clock my time. Okay, I got the notification on then. So we don't have to hurry off. We're good.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben, for putting up Scully's channel.
Yes, good. All right.
That was
Ben.
sweet.
Let's see. Sophia is sharing some good stuff. All right.
What is she talking?
She says, Ben, rest is part of efficiency. If you check brain research, it's more fun with a nice tea ritual, though. Oh, okay.
I would love to do a tea.
Yeah,
ritual.
if you get.
She has some beautiful stuff. If you go onto her channel,
if you get
she It's on the Black Sea. It's just gorgeous.
If you get too rushed, you know, you don't get things done as well. I think it is important.
I don't feel like I've accomplished anything if my list isn't gotten shorter.
And I think sometimes we don't have to accomplish everything we think we have to accomplish.
Well, for a long time, like people would say, well, I just didn't have time to do it, volunteering or whatever. They would say, I don't have time to do it. And I would look them straight in the face and say, if you really wanted to do it, you could have made time. That was my philosophy.
Yes.
That was my philosophy.
Yes. But, and that is
I was
so
busy
true.
Constantly.
That is so true. And that's the same thing that goes for if you're in a friendship or dating someone or whatever. If they don't have time to spend with you, they don't want to spend time with you. Because if they really do, they will make the time. And
you can find the time.
That's right. You can find the time to do it if that's something you honestly want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anybody who
John's still popping in. He's just talking. He hasn't gone anywhere. So, John, thank you very much for last night. It was enjoyable. I learned a lot, and it was beautiful to finally speak with you for the first time, and I appreciated everything that you brought to the table. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Anytime you want to do it again, honey.
Yes, it was. I didn't comment.
I'm here for comedy relief.
I didn't comment a lot last night, but I had it playing and I was listening to it. So I'm trying to find. I want to drop Sophia's channel, and I can't for the life of me. I know she just made a comment.
Oh, you want to drop her channel? I have
Okay.
it here. I have it here. Let me see. Let me dig through my little list.
Okay.
Here she is. And let's drop Sophia just like that. There she is.
How do you do that? You have them saved somewhere?
I have them saved in my notes.
Okay, that's what I need.
So I just open my notes and I just kind of boom, 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 boom.
I need to do that.
Yeah, because it's so, especially with me doing everything on my phone, you can click on them and you can open their channel and you can, share and blah, blah, blah. And there's so many steps. I just open up and copy and paste.
Yeah, I need to do that because I'm over here having to go to the person's link, look it up and try to get it to be able to.
Well, you also have a lot more followers than I do. I'm at 200. I don't have to worry about, that many.
Well, and I wish I had the time to go into my Nightbot and put, to drop everybody's link just periodically, but I haven't even taken time to do that yet. All right, there.
Oh, I was going to ask you about Nightbot since we're talking about it.
There's John.
We're going to talk about Nightbot.
Do what, huh?
John hasn't put out much.
It doesn't matter.
John is.
People can still find him. Because I know I've got Joan and Regina over here that probably aren't familiar with their channel. So that's why I'm trying to drop them so they can check them out. Okay.
Let's see if I can find Scully. There he is.
Okay.
I'm going to drop you again, honey. Just
I'm
because
looking.
we love you. There's Scully Pops. You know how you have it set up for weather?
Uh-huh.
I was just curious if Nightbot can do it for times.
The time zones?
Like if right.
I'm not sure.
Because we're always like, it's 4 o'clock in California, but in Australia it's this and that, and it'd be nice if it had a little time and we could just type
Okay.
in the area, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'll put that note and I will try to find out.
I mean, it just seemed like it would be.
Yeah, because
No.
remember the lady last night, Mia, that's from Denmark? And she said it was
Right.
1:30 in the morning. Well, I saw her live today, but I don't know what time it was there then, you know.
Right.
But I need to try to figure out time zone wise, you know. But like I said, it's Denmark.
Well, and then like let's start with somebody that's near to the channel. How about Niko?
Yeah. Now Niko
It
is
would be nice to when Niko comes in, we type in time, and we knew exactly what time it was,
Yeah.
you know, for him, if that makes sense. Lucy, what? It was an absolute treat to have you on. It was an interesting ride, and you know me, I'm always up for new adventures. So thank you, John. Thank you.
is Ben
Thank you.
Ben's channel is am I not doing it right? Ben Bacon Bits.
Ben, I have him in Nightbot. Nightbot puts up Ben. Ben Bacon Bits. Nightbot puts up Ben, Misha, and you.
I'm a star.
That's my priority.
I'm a star.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, this was supposed to be about blah, blah, blah. And I have to admit, Echo, I have enjoyed this. I needed this morning. Her and I had a little chat before we went live. So she knew where my head was at. So this was a beautiful moment, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you giving everyone this time to speak with everyone.
Well, I appreciate you agreeing to come on and be my co-host for these self-care Sundays. I think we're going to have a really good time. And I'm going to do a live, you know, every other Sunday. And if 2:00 works for you, we'll do it at 2:00. And then on the other Sunday, I'll put out a video for Self-Care Sunday. But
okay,
we'll at least
as long as Beans is okay with it. My little stinker today.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Mia's live.
Ooh.
The lady from Denmark. Ooh. Hello. We were just talking about you.
Name?
That I had caught part of your live, and I was trying to figure out what the time difference was. So it is 4:08 p.m. here now. So what time is it where you are?
And who are we speaking with?
Mia, the lady that's from Denmark. Mia's live with KFS, and I did look that up, and I told her that on her live today. It's a like a congenial birth defect that babies are sometimes born with, where their neck bones can be fused together, and it can cause a whole host of problems. So it's kind of complicated. And it's mostly, she said, most of the doctors are only familiar with treating children with it. And so as you get, you know, older, it's hard to find a physician that really knows, you know, like how to help you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 10 p.m., so 6 hours. So she is 6 hours ahead of us.
Okay.
6 hours.
Now, Ben,
ahead.
You can see John is talking. And John, I had songs picked up for you, like 16 Tons. I thought that would be a great song for you to sing. What's it? Big Bad John. I thought that would be another good song for you to sing. I mean, I had songs. I really did. I had songs set up, but That's not the way we went. 9 hours ahead of California. Denmark is the same time zone as Germany. Okay.
It's Germany. Okay.
So that's where you are. You're in Denmark. And I may say this a million times for you, Sophia, and I apologize. That's just my brain. It doesn't fire all the time. So if I repeat this or ask you again, I apologize in advance. Regina Pop.
Okay.
That's my
I'm
pop.
writing down. So I'm pretty sure
So now I
I'm
see.
subbed to Sophia, but I want to make sure. So I'm writing her name down so that I can check that out. And
One day
Niko
look
did
it up
tell
in
me how to
German.
say it, but I can't.
Write down how she spells her name and look it up in German.
There we go.
Ah.
Got it.
John, you gonna sing for me? We'll get you and Ben up there together. I know Ben will never do it with me, but that's okay.
Okay, and I know when I'm doing the Suno showcase again.
Oh, there you
Saturday,
go.
August 23rd at 7 p.m. That's going to
Okay.
be this month's Suno showcase. I will do a
Now
video.
I mentioned that. I mentioned that last night when I saw Brian Lucas. So he was very excited about that. He said, "Oh, for sure, I'll be there. I'll keep an eye out
Good.
for it."
Hello, Kayla Boo. Welcome. Okay, that's funny. Let me put this up here. Ben says, let the record show that disco has caused much more damage than hypersonic missiles will ever do.
But maybe I'm not. I don't want to sing disco.
Oh my goodness. I'll have to make a
That's
new
lobster
song
was what was it?
and put in there
Lobster.
to do it as disco. I don't think I've done any disco ones.
No.
But
No.
you can come on the live stream and share your songs, or you can email me your song and then I'll share it that way. But hopefully, everybody will be able to get to come in person and come on and talk about their music and all.
Yeah. Well, like as we were saying, Niko, DJ Niko, it was his bedtime, but he sent you music, you know.
Yeah.
Misha was not able to be on, but she sent you music. So, you
No,
know.
Miss, you did come
I
on.
know. You're on a roll, honey. I'm sorry, I had a Mickey D's yesterday, and it was enjoyable. Some days I just crave a nasty burger. I just do. I just do. Brian Drums, hi.
Okay. I do have Ben Bacon Bits in my thing. I don't know why it wasn't coming out.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Brian Drums, how are you doing? Stopping by the show.
Just stop by your show.
Yes.
Okay.
He is one of my best commenters. I love his upbeat comments. He always makes me feel good when I read his comments. I will always support you. Yes. And I will always support you too, Brian. Fun fact.
Don't let Echo say it. Here I said this, but Brian, Echo has brought to me saying how wonderful your comments are and how uplifting your comments are to her. That's just shh, don't tell her I said that. But she has really brought it and said that.
Yes, I have.
So,
I really do. It means a lot to me. Really does. All right. Ben said, fun fact, if you had a zebra cake 10 inches wide, it would have 21,120,000 calories. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to talk calories anymore. I don't want to talk calories anymore. I want to be happy, fat and sassy and happy. You know, I did all that in my younger days of the skinnies and worried about all this.
Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong one. Here we go. He said,
Okay.
or enough to keep the average person alive for almost 10 years. Oh my goodness. I don't like
Okay.
zebra cakes well enough to only eat zebra cakes. So, yes, Brian's channel is really cool. If y'all like drumming, go over there and listen to him drum. And, I'm not really from
Ooh,
the heavy
Ben,
metal
did you hear?
age, and he does like Metallica and different heavy metal bands, and I love it. I'm like, yeah. So,
And you said it was drumming?
pardon me,
It's drumming?
drumming.
It's
Yes.
drumming? Oh, yeah. Ben is also a
Oh,
drummer.
okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah, Ben, you may want to go check that out, honey.
Yeah.
We're just socializing. We're just
I was going to say,
socializing.
let me get Brian.
Is it? Is he? Yeah, Scully's been in.
Let me get Brian's link.
Let me drop Izzy because I know she's not in my autopilot. But see, this is another reason why I like me personally. I like doing these kind of things because I like dropping channels. I like dropping channels. I like sharing them. I mean, I don't have very many followers, but all it takes is one. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That wouldn't have been wonderful. Will you stop? Are you hungry, Ben? Go get something to eat, honey.
There we
Go
go.
get something to eat.
All right.
Now, I have been at this for almost a year, and I have finally reached 200. Huh? So I put out this joke thing, da 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 da, and fireworks and everything. I didn't really mean it to be a big thing, but yeah, I was kind of proud of myself. Oh, you're welcome, honey. You're welcome. I dropped her. I dropped
Okay.
her
I
link.
just realized that I can show both sets of comments up here on the screen. I didn't know if I could the paired ones, but I guess I have been anyway. But it just clicked in my head.
Yeah, you have.
Like, oh yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
you have.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because Ben is, I think, is on me,
Well,
and you've been pulling
he
him
came
up
over
left or
here
right.
for a
So,
minute.
oh, did
Yeah,
he? Oh, is he doing the dancing?
yeah. Well, he was here a few minutes ago. He may be back.
He does that. He does that.
We don't care. You
Well,
can
I know
go
he
on.
works from home, so if a phone call comes in, he has to go take care of,
Yeah,
business.
yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah, yeah. Sophia, then go eat something, will you?
okay. Izzy Pop's gonna run it while she's fixing something to eat. Okay, good.
Oh, good.
Ben is ignoring me. I feel so unloved.
Oh, don't feel unloved, John. You're not unloved.
We love you, John. It's okay.
Yeah, he's probably just hiding from the song thing.
No telling, no telling.
But that's okay. There he is. Interesting. Oh, well, Ben,
He,
you must be
I
feeling
was going to
better.
say he is just a wealth of knowledge.
A chatterbox today.
Interesting. Element 115 has an atomic mass of 288. If cheese were an element, it would be around 23 and would be much more flavorful. Ah. Hi, Rudy. Welcome.
And that makes no
Mia
sense to
says,
me, but I love you anyway.
Mia
Dear.
says, no one is
We will-
ignored here.
we'll
That's right.
I
We
will.
don't ignore anyone. We try to say hello
Yeah.
to everyone.
Yeah, is he? Scully?
See,
Scully?
John says he's just giving his brother some crap. Okay. That's allowed. That is
Yeah.
allowed.
Oh, the chat is just going crazy. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Pumpkin Pop.
Pumpkin.
Who is that?
Huh.
Is he? Explain,
Yeah, I don't
please.
know.
Who's Pumpkin Pop? I like it. I like the name.
Here we go. Sophia says,
Scully says,
oh, wait,
Huh?
wait. Wrong one. Oh, come on. There we go.
it's okay.
Sophia says, Ben, how close are we getting to impending hangry Ben? Do you need a snack? We can get you a snack.
Yeah, we have string cheese if you need it.
Oh my goodness.
No, huh? This has been wonderful. I'm enjoying this. How long have we been doing it? Oh, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Sweetheart, we just don't ever get off, do we?
I'm like, I don't know when to stop. I really don't. As long as people are here and I'm having a good time, I used to be like that. I would not end my live as long as someone was in chat. I would like tell people, you have to leave so I can end the stream, because I'm not going to end it as long as somebody's in here. But I don't do that anymore.
Well, it was Monday. Wasn't it Monday? We were on for 2.5,
Oh,
3
yeah, we
hours.
were on
something.
coloring a
Just
long
coloring
time
and
on
chatting.
Monday. Yes. That was fun, though. We have to do more of those.
Yeah. Well, today is fun too, as well. I have to.
Because that was a lot of fun.
Not many of this sounded judgy, but I am pretty sure Kale is Satan's weed. You're from the West Coast. You should not be bad about Kale. Kale is very West Coast.
But kale is not very good.
And Kale is very
It's
healthy.
very healthy, but I don't, of all the greens you could eat, I don't think it's the best one.
Kale is best in a smoothie. Put some berries in and tofu and stuff like that, and almond milk in it, and you can get it down. And then you can get the vitamins.
Well, I had a recipe one time for kale chips, and it was like eating thin cardboard. It was not good.
Yeah.
And it didn't really have
Yeah.
much of a flavor. You know.
Yeah.
Mia says, I'm doing
Yeah, I
an
get that.
8-hour lives once a month. Oh, wow.
Wow. That's difficult.
Yeah.
That's 8 hours is a long time. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. What did Ben say? What's not the meaning? Oh, yeah. Okay.
We'd have to do it. I'd have to be in my recliner. I don't think I could sit in this chair for 8 hours.
No. Well, if you notice, I'm always adjusting my pillow
Yeah.
back here. So
I think
Yeah.
I need to get
sitting in
put
this-
another cushion in this chair. I don't think it's cushiony enough.
Well, you lost your cushioning,
I know.
honey. We won't get into the details, but you lost
That's
your
what I'm saying. I need some cushioning. Hello, Retro.
Hi, Retro.
Okay, Ben said, I heard if you steam it with butter, it's supposedly good, but that's according to my doctor. And I'm pretty sure she just tells me stuff like that to see if she can get me to eat it as a prank. Oh, no.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it.
I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about the word kale. Just
I mean,
yeah.
there's so many
And
other
I've eaten
choices.
sushi, I've eaten sashimi, I've eaten lots of things, but the word kale just kind of, you know.
Yeah,
There
my
it
doctor doesn't
is.
make
Hi.
suggestions. They tell me what types of things to eat, but they don't say like which particular ones. So that's good. I can
Uh-huh.
pick my own uh, what vegetable. And I love asparagus. I used to really love
Uh-huh.
broccoli, but I think I ate too much broccoli. So now
Right.
I'm kind of like, I think I'd rather have Brussels sprouts or asparagus. So I do that instead.
Yeah, we have an asparagus farm
Ooh.
by me. So like Mother's Day area time, we just the whole area just gets so much asparagus. I don't ever buy asparagus. It just comes and comes and comes because of the farm being so close.
Oh, wow.
So I love sushi. Yeah, so I love asparagus except the day after, but we won't get into details.
Well, and this is what I did now because I'm trying to eat broth, right? So I can put my collagen in my broth.
Right.
So I had, you know how you snap the asparagus and you don't cook that little end piece of it? I just kept
Right.
throwing them in a bag in the freezer. And any other little ends of vegetables or onions or whatever, I just kept putting them in that bag and putting them in that bag. And then I took and I
Okay.
put them in a pot with some chicken broth and some spices, and I
Okay.
cooked them down. And then I just took the broth, you know, and it is so good. But I never even heard anybody make asparagus soup. But I bet a cream of asparagus soup would be delicious, or even like
Oh, I bet you
a
wonderful.
cheddar
I bet you it's wonderful.
asparagus soup would probably be really
Of
good.
course. Gotta have
Yeah.
cheese. It ain't gonna go down easy if it ain't cheesy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's what somebody said in one of the recipes that I made. They were like, "Well, it's not good for your weight because you're putting so much cheese." I'm like, "Let me have cheese. I don't eat that much, you
Right.
know. It's like let me have a little cheese in it, just a little bit." Which my
Yeah.
doctor doesn't say I
Yeah,
can't have
exactly.
cheese. So.
Exactly. You know, everything is moderation. Everything. Even cheese and asparagus and what how I made my broth also boiling down
Yeah.
the bones. Yeah. Yeah. And if you go into high end restaurants and bistros and stuff like that, that's what they use. They use the ends and and they boil it up, and that's what they use for their broth, their roux, their whatever. So
Oh, okay. Interesting.
oh, okay. So somebody's had
Yeah,
it.
cream of
John's had it.
asparagus is shockingly good. And asparagus is its own season in Germany. Asparagus soup is ridiculously simple. Yeah, I'm definitely
Oh,
going to look into doing it because I really like the flavor of the asparagus. Cheese is a great
right.
source of protein. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yes, Joan. That's how I feel about
Good for
it too.
you.
It's a protein. I know it has fat in it too, but it is a protein.
Right?
Well, I bought the kind of shakes that I buy, protein shakes. They had a new one this time, a vanilla milkshake flavor. And I use it in my coffee as my cream and sugar. And so I made coffee
Right.
with it today. And I was like, no, it's not bad. Because I usually do the caramel flavored one. But I did the vanilla milkshake and it was actually pretty good. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. And it still gets you
That's
protein
right.
in
I
it.
get
So
80 grams
yeah.
of protein, and it's only wait, no, that's not right. I get 15 grams of protein for 80 calories. That's
Okay.
what it is because it's like 150 to
Yeah.
160 calories. Yeah. So that's better than just having coffee with cream and sugar and getting no protein. So at least I get
Exactly.
half of the
Exactly.
shake.
And you need so much protein. So it's got to be a constant. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a different mindset.
Yeah. And it's not
That
hard.
other had it done, and he's still like constantly protein, 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 and then I'll stick a vegetable in, but it's constantly, give me a piece of chicken,
Yeah.
give me a piece of ham,
Yeah.
give me,
Well, see, and I
something.
can't eat like multiple things at the same time. So I pretty much just break everything down, and I'll eat the meat, and then I'll go back in a little while and I'll eat the vegetable, and like that. So if I like go out to dinner and get a regular portion of a meal, that'll feed me like 5 or 6 times. So just, depends on what it is that I
Yeah.
get. But yeah.
Well, and also he's had his for 6 years
Hmm.
now, so he's learned that. I mean, he can even drink uh, carbonated soda now. He's built up and figured out what he. I mean, he can't do a
Yeah.
can of it, but he can.
Yeah.
So it just
Well,
takes
and I
time.
think too, because sometimes, I just want the taste of the soda. And it's like, I can, just have a few sips of it and it's fine. But and we're not really supposed to drink with our food because you fill up on the liquid and you can't eat as much food. But,
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
and that's different because with diabetes, I was always dry mouth. And it was like I always
Right.
drank. I would even tell them, bring me 2 glasses of water because I knew I was going to drink that water faster than they were going to come back to the table and give me something else to drink. And I would be like, from the get
Right.
go, I need 2 glasses of water. And now it's like I never even order a drink because I don't drink but a little, even if I only have a sip or two, but I'll get a glass of water. Then if I really need something, I'll have a sip of that. But like if I want a soda,
Yeah,
it's like
more to
that's
rinse
it.
your mouth than to
Yeah,
drink. Yeah.
yeah. But you definitely learn what you can tolerate together and how much and all of that. Um, but
Right.
I don't want to get overly full because it's painful. It's uncomfortable. It makes you feel like, bleh. So it's like I definitely stop before I get to that point. And I had steak today, and I knew when I was cutting the steak up, I was like, I'm not going to eat all of this. But I went ahead and I cut it up,
No.
heated it up, and then sure enough, I ate about half of it, and I was like, yeah, you knew that. You knew how much you were going to be able to get. But
Yeah. Yeah, he did that a while, that, and especially if we're sitting and eating, a meal, and we're just talking and eating, he doesn't realize until it's too late. And then he's like,
Well, and I what
you
I
know?
do is I go ahead and when they bring me my meal, I say I'm going to need a
Mhm.
to-go box. And then I eat what I want
Oh,
of
okay. See,
it, then I put it in the to-go box and then I move it away. Then I can sit there with other
Mhm.
people eating, but if I leave it out on the plate, I will keep picking at it and then I will eat too much. Because it's always that one last
Yes.
bite. You always think, I can have one more bite. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. And you just have to know your limits and go ahead and put it away and move it out of the way. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what she's saying. We know the earth.
Chocolate covered pretzels. Are you serious? John is eating chocolate covered pretzels.
Okay, I'm gonna say there's no protein in
Did you bring
pretzels
enough for
or
the whole
chocolate.
class?
There are antioxidants in
Did you?
chocolate though, so I'll let you eat the chocolate, but not the pretzels.
But again, did he bring enough for the whole
No,
class?
I don't think.
Right.
We know the earth isn't flat because number one, it's so easy to disprove, and number two, if it was, cats would have knocked out something on the side of it by
Off the
now.
side.
Yes, that's true. And Sophia says it's all about
You're so
balance.
deep.
That's
You're so
right.
deep.
And that is one thing, when you're on a regular diet, and you're trying to limit how much you eat yourself,
Yeah.
it doesn't, you can overeat and you're still okay with that. But when you had sleep surgery, you only have so much space. So it really doesn't matter how bad you want to eat it. You're only going to be able to eat so much, you know. So, hey, Misha.
Have you slowed your chewing? Have you slowed your chewing?
Well, in some things, it's like
because you can enjoy them longer without swallowing them.
Yeah, yeah. And some things I don't even want to swallow after I've chewed them, which is gross, but it's true. It's like I really just wanted the taste of that. And it's like then I don't.
There you go.
So.
Yeah.
But I love that when people say, what are you not supposed to eat, or what can't you eat? I eat anything I want to eat. If I want it, I can eat it.
Yeah.
I may not feel good. I may be sick, but
Nicely played. What is he playing?
Okay. I don't know if I
several of them.
Did it. Wait. She told him it was all about balance, and he says, I can balance several of them at once. He's still on the chocolate pretzels.
Yeah. You're gonna keep talking about it until I'm gonna have to go to the store and go get some.
All right, I missed what Mia said. Let me go back. Mia says, chocolate is made of beans, so it's a vegetable. There you go.
Oh, see?
I hadn't thought of that. Now it's perfectly okay for us to eat it.
There you go.
And Misha says, dark chocolate, great antioxidants. That's right. You can have dark chocolate.
Yeah, dark chocolate is better for us. Us in the States don't eat much dark chocolate, though.
Okay, Sophia says, I'm funny with food. I will make my own healthier ice cream. I will also eat a cheese pretzel bigger than my head in one sitting. Those soft pretzels. Oh, I bet I couldn't eat a bite of that. It would probably blow up in my stomach. Oh.
Oh, yeah, all the carbos. Oh.
I used to love like the Olive Garden breadsticks
going down, huh?
I used to absolutely love those, but if I eat an Olive Garden breadstick, that's all. I can eat about half of one, but I can't eat anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Just the breadstick.
Yeah. Is the source back again? Hi, the source. I only eat 70% chocolate. Yeah, okay. So you eat good stuff.
I don't know if Rudy's.
You don't eat Hershey's and Nestle's.
Yeah. And some of it has flavonoids, whatever flavonoids are. Is that what helps not to cause cancer? I don't know. See, we have talked a lot about health and self-care, even though we've talked about a lot of other stuff.
Isn't this wonderful?
People are going to be like,
this is just wonderful.
Don't go in there on a Sunday. You don't know what they're going to talk about. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, it's all good. We need it. We need to laugh.
Yeah, it's all fun. Is everybody having a good time out there in Chatland? I hope. That's all we're here for.
Yeah, they must be, or they would be leaving us. They would be like, these ladies are crazy. Right. We got to get out of here. Oh, hot chocolate. I wonder how hot chocolate would be made out of a protein shake.
Ooh, with your vanilla. Add the vanilla in it. Ooh, to spice up the vanilla.
That might be really good.
Perfect herbal butter, soft pretzel, and loaded with cheese.
A balanced meal. That's right.
was balance, Sophia.
Okay. Oops.
Oh, okay. Hershey's still selling in Denmark.
As cardiovascular disease as well as improved cognitive function. Oh, okay. That must be what the flavonoids are good for. Oh, I missed
Oh,
the
okay.
first part of the comment. Research has shown that flavonoids have a range of health benefits, including antioxidant, anti inflammatory, and anti cancer properties. They've been linked to a reduced risk of chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease as well as improved cognitive function. That's all I need to
Oh,
know.
okay.
I will eat my chocolate and proudly saving me from
Ben Beckham's gave us permission, so we're good to go.
yes. Okay. And Mia says Hershey's are only sold a very few places here in Denmark. Oh,
I didn't even know it was in Denmark, so that's
okay.
good to know.
Tell us, what is Denmark famous
So is it
for?
considered a delicacy?
I don't know. And is Denmark near Holland? I don't like now that I moved my map all the way over there. I can't
That's
see.
us people from the States. We're in one big blunk.
Yeah,
We don't
I
understand.
don't know
all
anything
this.
about Denmark. Let me Google this. I'm like, okay, what is it by? Which is terrible to admit that I know nothing about. Geography was never my subject in school. All right, it's a country in Europe, according to this.
Well, we knew that.
Okay.
Denmark is north.
Okay, you got the Netherlands, you got Germany,
Okay.
Well, Norway, Sweden. Okay, it's not anywhere near Holland, I don't guess. Although Holland may be a town in another country. I don't know. That's how bad I am.
Denmark is Dutch, so it should
Denmark is in the North Sea at the tip
be
of
okay.
like the bottom, the other side of the ocean is Norway, and then it's kind of near the tip of Sweden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's where Niko
Niko's
is.
in Sweden, yes.
Oh, he's in Sweden. Oh, okay.
Wow. And Belgium is kind of in
Denmark
between
is above Germany
London
near
and
the
Paris.
North Sea, partially a culture of the Nether. Oh, okay. Okay. See? Sophia knows. She's right there. Thank you, Sophia.
Oh, and Denmark is the place that invented Lego.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, Mia says it will take maybe 6 to 8 hours to drive to the Netherlands. She is 1 hour to Germany. Denmark is above Germany and shares the North Sea and partially a culture with the Netherlands. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Misha says Denmark, Danish, Vikings, and Legos. All right.
Is that what they're known for?
So,
I'll take the Danish part. I like Danish.
all right. Joan says, I learned more about geography after school just from traveling. I've been to Holland, France, England, Scotland, Belgium, Mexico, and Cuba. Yes, Joan is a big traveler. Joan, I need to have you on as a guest just to talk about
How big
your
is your
travel.
suitcase, and why wasn't I taken?
Oh, and Romania she's been to. She's in Canada.
But I want to know, how big is her suitcase, and why wasn't I taken with her? Why was I left here?
Yes. Yes. Joan, we have to do that now. That's another show we need to do. One all about traveling.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
Yeah. Share with us the people that's been on this one piece of dirt that really don't
Yes. Sophia says, I may or
get
may not
the
have
outside
a
world. It's
fascination
sad.
with Denmark because of Vikings and Lego. Yeah, Vikings are kind of interesting.
Yes, they are. They are to me. I think they're very interesting, but I'm sure if you look back in my past, I'm probably got some of that in me. Because when I did my, what is it called, 24, where you do your blood history,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm from up there, which was not a big shock because I'm red hair, blue eyed, freckles. Ned, hi, honey.
I know.
How are you, baby girl?
Thank you so much for my butterfly pictures. I emailed them to myself and now I got to get them in my computer, but you'll be seeing them as I'll be using them.
That was very sweet of her
Yes,
to think
it
of me
was.
like that.
I was like, oh, okay. John says, I'm a 59-year-old man who owns a Lego Millennium Falcon. Come at me, bro. LOL.
Be proud of it, honey. It'll be worth something someday. If it's not worth something now, you know what I mean? And especially since they did the Lego thing in LA, that Lego place. Yeah, Legos are really kicking in again.
Yes, now Misha Lee is coming on Monday night, and we're going to talk about her
Okay.
traveling. And she says she's been Germany, Paris, Okinawa, South Korea, Guam, and Hawaii.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
and I need to put myself a note here. Joan travel show. Okay. Yeah, I knew Joan had been traveling, and I knew Misha had too. So that's great. I would
Wonder
love to
how
go
big
anywhere, really. Fun fact: the Danish people have a cool minority party given special privileges in Germany. Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Let me
All
know.
right.
Let me know. I'll be there, Sophia. I'll be knocking on your door, honey.
Mia says, How to Train Your Dragon is about Vikings. Okay.
Okay. My name twinsies. Oh yeah. Misha and Misha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then we have a Mia.
And Mia.
So yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I did not know that Denmark is famous for Legos. That is really interesting. I don't know why I just thought that was an American thing because it's so popular, you know?
Right.
I,
Right.
I had no idea. That is really, really interesting to me. And that's what I
I love
love
that.
about YouTube is meeting people from all over and finding out things that you never knew. It's like, wow.
Well, and they you can tell by the way they're saying it. It's like, well, didn't you know? We've always known. Well,
But that's the
yeah.
thing I think with most
But
Americans, we really don't know about other
we
countries.
don't know anything.
We really don't.
And we're really bad, and I'm gonna put a label on me. I'm really bad at labeling everything ours. We did this, we
Mm.
did this, we did this, we made this, we made that. That doesn't make it so. That doesn't make it so. All I say, Viking theme campaign ads. Oh,
Huh.
really? Huh. I wonder what that would be like. Would they have the horns and
Yeah.
the,
I don't know.
you know, it would be
It would
interesting.
be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Well, I'm glad we got to talk to Mia and learn a little bit about Denmark and Sophia from Germany. I love it.
Isn't this
I'm
neat?
just,
And where else can you do
I'm just
this?
embarrassed that I
From
know
our
so
little hole in the
little.
wall in my bedroom, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's not like we would walking down the street in South Georgia that I'm ever going to meet anybody from some of these countries that I've actually met people, you know.
Right. Right. Yeah, it is on purpose. It happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Mhm.
Yes. I hope you're feeling okay, Ned. I hope you're feeling all right today. Reach out if you can. You know, we all love you.
She said she's
So,
going live
yeah.
too. She must be going to be on Mental Health Matters too with John.
Who?
Misha.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
She said
Okay,
something
maybe
about
they're going to be on together.
she was trying to wake up. Let's see. Okay. Trying to wake up before going live, but wanted to share some love. Yeah. So she must be.
Okay.
Or she might be going
Okay,
live
so
on her
hopefully
own
she-
channel.
She
Let me
may.
look.
She may.
Let me look. Let me
She
look.
may. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. We'll have to check that out. Yeah, you know I want to be there and support you, honey. Let's see. I have that as well. They are talking because I don't want people to act like I don't know what you're talking about. There it is.
Yeah.
It's called Mental Health
because
Matters.
I don't see it.
And that's usually where John goes on. I'm tired as heck and going in, John.
I'm
Okay.
trying
Do you need me
live
there? If you need me there, let me
with
know.
Keela and
If you
John.
need me there, let me
Okay.
know. Yeah, it's in 15
Okay.
minutes.
All
Okay.
right. So we're
Can we do a room raid? Can we do a room
Yes, we
raid?
can. Except
I would
for it's
love
a
that.
members only live, so no, we can't.
Oh, okay.
You and I can,
Yeah, but Miss,
not everybody though.
you can go. You can go, honey. And if you want to become a member, you can go into their channel and become a member. And then you can.
Okay, Mia says
I'm not here to promote. I'm just letting you know there is
leg
ways to do it.
got, which means play well or something like that. Oh. See, I never knew what Lego stood
Okay.
for.
Stands for what?
Leg
Short for leg.
got or goot,
Uh-huh.
which means
Which
play
means
well
play well.
or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
Okay.
I bet you Jules would know from Jules and Lorraine Diamond Painting and Lego. He does the big Lego building set type thingies.
To have the patience to do all that is just amazing. I did Hot Wheels when I was a kid. I never did Legos.
Well,
I never did Legos.
I think we had like Lincoln Logs and Tinker Toys. You know what a Tinker Toy is?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
None of you youngsters know what that is.
Lincoln Logs and Tinker Toys is what we had. And my dad was a pipe fitter, so I even had a set of pipes that had the little elbows and T's and all that. And
okay.
the
Wrenches
together.
and all.
Yeah.
How neat is
Yeah.
that? How neat is that? Okay, I'm going to boogie because we are down to just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And I would like to, if I'm a member, I'm not sure, but I don't keep up with that stuff. I really don't. It's really sad, and I really enjoyed today.
I did too.
And I want to say again, thank you for it today. Her and I had a chit chat before we came on live. So it was very beautiful that this came about. And yeah, stepping on Legos in the middle of the night. Oh,
Terrible.
oh yeah, on a barefoot, half asleep. Oh, God.
No, no,
Yep, you're wide awake now. A lot of words you never knew you knew how
no.
to say.
Exactly. And uncontrollable, like yelling and swearing because it hurts so bad.
It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, I love you, honey.
I love you
And
too.
I will be seeing you Tuesday.
Tuesday night. I will send
Okay.
you the link.
If not before.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great
And
rest of your Sunday. Try to make Monday good.
try to make today a little bit better than yesterday. And I love you.
I love y'all too. Have a